Just trying to figure all this
That
out, but
too.
we can let the room
But-
fill up.
Okay.
When we started playing, when we were
Streaming
doing
now, popping out chat.
multiplayer, like a couple of Christmases ago,
Should be
we
out.
started
Yeah.
doing it. It was just this. It was the reissue of the Modern Warfare 2. It had nothing
Welcome
to
to
do
the
with that
pre-show.
one, I don't think. But yeah, no Russian. Those days.
Yeah, there's not the please stand by banner like there was before. Unless I gotta go down to see it.
Remember, no Russian.
So what have you been playing?
Man, I've been playing a lot of PC games. Right now, I'm working on the Metro series. I don't know if you've seen any of those.
Yeah,
but
I have the first one.
yeah, they had a
redo.
special for the whole bundle on Steam, so I bought them all for PC. I've been playing those, but man, they're pieces of shit, man. It's the mechanics I don't like.
Yeah.
The story's okay. The graphics are like pretty to look at, but it's just the mechanic. You know, there's a lot of goofy stuff you got to do just to do simple damage.
Yeah, I gave up on the stage on the first one where you've got to put on a gas mask. I just cannot beat it.
Why is our podcast so angry, man?
I'm not sure what it is.
Really?
All right, good turn.
There you go.
We're gonna go in with something.
We really have aggressive bands that create our
I don't know where
theme
the vocals
music, man. It's like, dude. You know, my wife, she's going through this phase now. It's funny. This is a funny track for you to be going, my wife.
Go on, sorry.
She says that she has a theory going right now saying that that metalheads, adult metalheads from America and specifically Texas and stuff are the most dramatic people ever. And I'm like, what? I was like, we're not dramatic at all. It's like all the metalheads I know, we're like the anti.
We're not dramatic. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
But then she's like, but then as we go through the day, she starts pointing things out. She's like, oh, you can't just like, because I started talking about some Pantera video or something, and I was like, man,
Watch it go.
fucking that was so awesome back in the day. We had explosions on the stage and like fire bombs, and it'd cause a riot, and kids didn't have to worry about anything except just getting up from the pit. And she's like, see, that's extreme. That's dramatic. It's very dramatic. She's like, whenever you talk, she said she's heard me get in arguments with like my friends and stuff about who the most evilest of black metal guitarists or just players are. And she goes, why does it always have to be like extreme? She said every single music that y'all talk about or y'all get heated with or about anything, it's this crazy freaking dramatic music. And I was like, wow, she does kind of have a point there.
All right.
Like, I understand what she's saying now, but
Everything's there. Y'all ready?
I always thought it was the opposite, though. We were just
I am ready. Yes.
knuckle dragging, like lazy grunters. Check 1, 2.
Test. Whoa. Whoa. Test. Okay, that's better. Andre. You mean Dante?
Who the hell's Andre?
Jesus.
Yeah, you think you got Andre Benjamin in here?
That's this one right here.
Hey,
This is good.
That'd be wild. I thought you said Dante was coming over. Freaking Dre 2000.
And his evil cousin.
What?
No, the Andre 3000.
Andre
Yeah.
3000.
Yeah, that's
came
what I
in.
said.
It's like, what?
Andre Benjamin.
What the hell?
So you can have the warmth.
The warmth.
The warmth in the mic.
Oh,
So
the
you can go,
presetting.
Hey, now. Yeah, it's the preset.
So you can go. All
right, y'all ready? Here we go. Okay, show starting. 3, 2, 1. Is there anybody in the chat room yet?
No,
No.
Is that the new pop-up or the old pop-up?
that's a new one.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so.
Oh. All right, we're recording right now. I'm going to do... I need
What
to cut all
is
this off
that?
in editing. Hold on. I'll cut all this off in editing.
Okay.
False start.
Post-production. Luca. The setting, a dimly lit private lounge in the back of Matt and Dustin's guitar shop,
That's really
which somehow
modulated.
doubles as a secret headquarters for their ownership group of the Dallas Mavericks. Empty beer bottles, a
Playing this
vintage
tonight.
guitar
It is
hanging on the
loud.
wall, and a whiteboard with Trade Luca with 3 question marks is written in bold. Scene 1, the big plan. Matt paces while holding a Stratocaster, looking deep in thought. Dustin lounges with a drink. Dante scribbles on the whiteboard. Thomas looks horrified.
Okay, hear me out, guys. We trade Luka to the Lakers.
I'm sorry. What? Are you drunk or just insane?
Probably a little bit of both, but let him cook. I want to hear this out.
See, it's brilliant. We send Luka to LA, and in return, we get LeBron's Instagram followers and 80s glass ankles and 2 second round picks.
And plus, imagine the headlines. Mavericks make the bold move.
Because it's playing through two different things.
We'd be legends. Visionaries, man.
You'll be clowns. The fans would riot and burn this guitar shop to the ground.
Honestly, that might drive up our insurance payout. Not the worst plan.
Exactly. We burn it all down and
my
rise
favorite
from the
part.
ashes like a phoenix, but with better draft picks.
Yes. Phoenix. We could trade him to Phoenix, too. Imagine Luka and KD together. It'd be like a buddy cop movie, you know? Like Lethal Weapon or something. I don't know. But with more mid-range jumpers. I think this is it.
Do you even hear yourselves right now? Trading Luka will be like selling your soul to the devil, except dumber.
Scene 2. The justification. There we go. Matt sits on the counter, gesturing wildly while holding the guitar like it's Excalibur.
Think about it, Thomas. Luka's too good. He's overshadowing us. This is our team, and we're not getting the credit we deserve.
Yeah, he's hogging all the glory. Meanwhile, we're back here polishing guitars and drinking cheap beer.
This trade, it's about control. Right now, Luka's the king, but kings can be replaced.
Oh, we're like Game of Thrones in this bitch. Yes, it's time for a regime change.
I'm not going to prison because you guys want to be the Jeff Bezos of bad trades.
Relax, man. No one's going to prison. Worst case, we get banished from Dallas and move to, I don't know, Waco?
Waco's got charm. I'm into it.
Scene 3, reality check. A long
There's a
pause.
bad man in
Everyone
Waco.
stares at each
Should've
other.
put it in there, man.
Thomas takes a deep breath.
All right. Let's assume you're not completely insane. What do you think Mark Cuban will say when he hears about this?
Yeah. Oh, we're not telling Mark. Well, he'll just find out kind of the same way everyone else does on the Twitters.
Yeah. Hashtag bold moves. Hashtag Luka to Lakers.
You guys are going to get me killed.
Not if we move to Waco first.
The group burst into maniacal laughter as the lights dim. The whiteboard still says trade Luka in the background.
Now you know
That was terrible.
the rest
That was
of
terrible.
the story.
Everybody relax.
Try to relax your anus.
The first best medicine is prayer.
Which podcast are you listening to?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Jerry
Yes, Jerry.
Jonestown Massacre.
Which accounts are you subscribing to?
You guys went to the fucking computer radio show? What the fuck? Nobody fucking listens to the computer radio.
I'm interested, like genuinely.
Fuck Tuesday. Fuck this podcast.
This episode of the
I'm so glad Thompson's part of our
brought
show
to you
now.
by
Geist
Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
The Jerry Jonestown Massacre contains graphic material, including offensive language, partial nudity, and completely ridiculous thoughts and opinions that shouldn't be expressed or shared by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
And now coming at you from the Temple of I, just on the outskirts of where the West begins.
It's the Jerry Jonestown Massacre!
Today's not Tuesday.
Show
The heck?
number 614. It is Wednesday,
It's chilly, too. man.
February 12th. Happy Wednesday, Stubbs.
What's up, man? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, Thomas.
Happy Wednesday, Dustin.
And joining us on the ones and twos, happy Wednesday, Dante.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
It's been a long time since we said happy Wednesday, hasn't it? A little
Yeah.
bit? A little while?
I don't know. Star Wars, maybe? Like,
Yeah, maybe
did we-
so.
Oh, no, we did a
Oh.
soccer bit, didn't we, a while back?
On a Wednesday?
Football.
Yeah, I think so.
Possibly. I don't know. It's
Or maybe it was, I don't know, someone else.
Maybe
I
it
don't
was.
know.
I
What
don't
do
know.
you-
We have to
do you
look at the
remember,
archives
Dante?
and see when our last Wednesday
Remember?
show was.
You're asking the wrong person.
I have done some drinking since then.
It is, yeah, we had to move it to Wednesday for those that were sitting around on Tuesday because we did get an email. We got an email, another email about Fort Worth Roots, which I'm glad
Fort Worth
Andrew's
Roots.
in the room. We got, it kind of goes with the one from last week.
It's the Fort
It's the same
Worth
person that
Roots.
sent it. And then we got another email about us not being here yesterday because people were waiting for us to hop on, and they thought we were. We'll
We
read
had
that
some
email here in a little
complaints.
bit, but we had to take the day off. We had to take Tuesday off because my job called and had a dumbass over in South Fort Worth decided to drill through a whole bunch of fiber at once with a boring machine.
Yeah,
And so
that's probably an expensive mistake, huh?
I went to work at 6:30 a.m. on Monday, and I went home at midnight Wednesday morning.
You think that dude got fired?
Oh, I don't think they got fired. I think the entire company's about to go bankrupt.
Yeah, you can't
Because
have
usually,
that happen,
when you
man.
work in the underground construction, you've got $1 million bond
Yeah.
insurance just to get the bids and to work things. This company was a company I've never heard of before, and their little mom and pop outfit, and out of Louisiana, and I think, yeah, they just lost the company, and that
Yeah.
happened. I've seen it happen.
That's hardcore.
In my career quite a few times with
Yeah.
these little small digging companies that what they'll do is they'll just rebrand themselves and
Do it
Come
again.
back stronger, huh?
and come
Yeah.
back and do
Learn
it again.
from your mistake.
Probably get a bigger credit limit, buy more equipment and gear. It's the
I
way
want
you do
that.
it. That's the American
That's
way.
the, man.
It is.
America.
Put it on a visa.
Call USAID.
Fucking- Can I
Get
get
some
some
of
more
that stuff.
credit?
Oh wait.
Can I get more credit,
So,
please?
happy Wednesday, Dante. Thanks for
Happy
coming to
Wednesday.
join us.
Absolutely.
And thanks for
Dante.
delaying it a day, sir.
Yes.
No worries.
It's always
worries.
fun when you're in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you do
Yes,
anything fun this weekend?
No, man, I'm old. I don't do a whole lot these days, man. I think I take joy in just being at home.
You just sit on the porch, cleaning your shotgun, watching the neighborhood.
Maybe not the shotgun, but one of the guns.
That's
You
what
know,
I want to
typical-
do when
a
I'm an old
typical
man. is
Saturday.
Just sit on the porch and just
Yeah.
be oiling it, ching, ching, ching,
Rocking
ching.
back and
rock
forth.
it back and forth.
Yeah. I think I was
You
on
damn
a
kids,
trip.
get off my lawn!
I was on a trip to up towards Arkansas.
Yeah.
What is it? The casinos and stuff that are up there.
By Broken Bow.
Yeah, Broken Bow.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I saw some old guy there's one stretch of highway that's back there and up in Oklahoma, and I saw it was crazy. Like we're sitting there driving, middle of nowhere, and we just see this hot chick freaking just sitting kind of in a rocking chair, hanging out on the porch. I was like, wow, you don't see that much. You don't see that very often. And then one block over is this old dude sitting with overalls on, sitting on a porch, had a gun. Shotgun. Me and Gary were like, whoa.
I saw a guy in probably his mid-50s in Hearst over by Chisholm Park in that neighborhood sitting on his front porch one morning when we were working over there.
Yeah.
Cleaning his gun.
I'm wondering if we're going to start seeing that more because you know have you guys watch when you're driving your car in the hood, like your own neighborhood, and the olds start carrying things, you'll see one with a golf club and stuff, and my dad did it too. It's they get to a certain age, they're like, we're going to keep walking, honey, but I'm going to have some protection.
Mhm.
And then sometimes you'll see a guy with a bat or something just walking, and then I think, are we almost to the point where pretty soon we're going to see guys walking with their freaking ARs and stuff strapped up and
Well, if you go to a
plated up
certain
and
neighborhood
stuff?
in Colleyville, you'll
They're
see
already-
a certain guitarist of a certain metal band running around
Yeah,
in
Shit.
full
full fatigues.
He has a chest rig on.
He's got a
and his
ghillie
AR
suit.
across his back as he's running.
Does he do a
Oh,
ghillie?
damn.
Does he do a ghillie suit?
That's
no,
insane.
he just has ammo packs in his chest rig, and he's running and
So
working out. And he's like, "You need to start doing that because it's actually a really good workout." And I was like,
I'm sure it is.
"I think I want to." You have all that weight
just
on
very
you, and you're running
scary,
around.
though.
It's not illegal, right? I mean,
No.
it's
No,
pro-
and you get used
yeah.
to the gun on your back, so you're like, I wouldn't have it on the front carrier or the
Yeah.
the single mount in the front. Is it just
Yeah.
knocking me in the dick every time I run?
I mean, if you're wearing a cup, it's not going to matter.
I won't wear a cup. A
Maybe-
cup's not going to stop a bullet.
Maybe if it's Kevlar.
Not if it's a hollow point.
No one carries a
5.56.
Kevlar cup.
Where do you get those?
Yeah, I'm not an EOD guy. I'm not. I'm not taking apart.
They sell those at
explosives.
Academy.
Yeah. Homemade EOD kit.
Seems
There you
kind of
go.
custom order, if you ask me, man.
Yeah.
Freaking, you have streaks you can get at Academy, missile strikes and stuff.
Yeah.
You can
have your own
upgrade.
care package sent to you.
I need a high
Kill
altitude
streaks.
drone.
A high altitude
Dude,
drone.
well, a lot has happened since you have been in last, though, I'd say.
Yeah?
Yeah, the world's changed a little bit, so I think it's gotten a little bit more calm. Gotten through the elections, everybody's kind of calmed down in
Not
Texas.
online.
Uh-oh. Why?
Over in the Gaza Strip, who are you going for?
Wow. Okay. Put me in the hot seat.
Are you team?
I love
Are
asking
you
that.
team Gulf of America or team Gulf of Texas, or are you team Gulf of Mexico?
I mean, I'm Team Gulf of Mexico because that's what I've always known.
That's what I
It's
said.
what's always been called.
I said this is the silliest thing ever.
It really
like-
doesn't matter.
No, well, I
It
kind
only
of.
matters-
I'm not gonna not call it. Like I will call it the Gulf of Mexico no matter what. It doesn't matter.
But here's
I'm
the
calling
thing.
it that. So
Here's the thing.
they can make
Anytime
any
you ever,
law they want or whatever.
anytime you refer to it, you always refer to it as the Gulf, right?
Yeah, the Gulf.
Yeah.
You always just
Yeah,
call
the
it the
Gulf.
Gulf.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's
Doesn't matter.
weird that you want to change the name, but whatever.
Yeah.
I see all the pictures of the new name I'm going to call it today.
Well, yeah, that
The
was awesome.
Totino's Pizza Rolls
I like-
presents Gulf of America, powered by the Home Depot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
And it could
fucking
help-
awesome.
That could, and we could change it out every year and help our economy bounce back. But also, I like mine, Gulf of Van Halen.
Gulf
I
of Van
think
Halen
Gulf
is pretty
Van
good.
Halen's a
But
good
you
one.
didn't
Von
specify.
Halen.
Yes.
Is it Sammy? Is it Dave?
I don't know. I'm
Or is
still,
it
you know,
Gary?
honestly,
Gary?
the reason why I didn't reply to that message was I got to think about that for a minute. Because I can tell you, it's definitely not going to be Gary. We'll probably do one of them split sets where like the northern part of the Gulf is Eddie, because we need him close to Texas, right? And in the southern part of the Gulf, I would say is Sammy, because Sammy's known for hanging out in the southern part of the Gulf anyway. Like,
Well, I thought
or
Sammy.
no, he's on the Pacific.
I thought he
side,
was
isn't
on
he?
the. He's the Baja
Yeah.
side, the Baja California side.
Pacifico. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
maybe
thought
they
too.
changed the Gulf of
See,
California into the Gulf of
I got to think
Sammy.
about this theory a little longer.
I think you do too.
I got to do some more research. You know.
Let's circle back.
We'll
So
circle
we'll
back.
circle
We'll get
back to
it.
that.
Let it marinate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, real quick. This weekend, I didn't have to. I had the option of going down to the Super Bowl.
Oh wow.
I was
Wow.
asked to come down and shoot some parties on Saturday night, hang out on Sunday, see what just happened.
In
But-
the Big Easy? Damn.
But I shot it down because
You want to be here with us?
it is my grandparents' 50th anniversary party,
Oh yeah.
and it's been planned for months, and I couldn't screw
That's a
that
good
up.
reason,
Damn.
though.
Yeah, so
Yeah. There's.
I said family's more important than the stupid bowl.
Yeah.
And even though it is in New Orleans and I'd like to party in New Orleans is a great place to party.
Mhm.
They know how to party. I stayed here and the anniversary party was Elvis Blue Hawaii themed.
I didn't get no invite to that.
And it was amazing. Everybody wore their
How come I didn't get
their
invited?
Hawaiian shirt.
What the
Would you have shown up?
Yes.
You would have.
I showed up to the last big thing out there, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
And that's when I saw some of the most shocking video images I've ever seen.
None of that was on TV this time. I don't even know how that came around. But yeah, the don't randomly put in what was it, Warner Brother cartoons or Mickey Mouse cartoons or something like that on YouTube.
I don't know. We were talking about it, and then someone went and found some and then put it on, and it was
Oh, is
like
that
the
what it
old
was?
school. It was old school cartoons that were all racist and shit.
The ones around the
The-
war where they
yeah,
were all
the
Nazi
Chinese,
and-
like the Asian people are like
Man.
made with like
Yeah.
completely stereotypical
Bugs
like,
Bunny being
racist
Asian.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, those cartoons, man, they got
They're
away with
brutal.
some murder, man. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
All in the name of war.
Yeah.
But
No,
you can't do
there
that
was-
now.
No.
There was also there was racial shit too that was way over the line.
Oh,
then,
yeah.
too. You're like, what
There
the
was
fuck,
too,
man?
but
Yeah.
like,
looking back at
There
that, you're
was.
like,
the reason the Bugs Bunny was they were like, because the Japs are our enemies, and that's what we're gonna do. And it's like, good God, guys,
Yeah.
relax.
yeah.
Well, it was a different time,
Yeah, nobody thought about indoctrination of kids
You can't
to propaganda.
You can't blame P-Paul. He wasn't a bad guy. It was a different time.
Who did we have? Who was it
Oh,
that
Pete
said
Paul.
no? That said that in a press conference.
Said what?
Oh, it was Jerry Jones or something
No,
got caught up.
It was
saying
one of the
something
coaches.
Like that,
I
didn't he?
thought.
I thought. Oh, I don't know. What?
Was it
What did he
Parcells?
say? What did he say?
Like the
Holy shit.
idea, we don't tell our plays ahead of time, or we don't want them to know our plays
Oh,
ahead of
we
time
don't want to
'cause we
jap
wanna-
it up.
No, we want to jap them,
Yeah.
and it's like, whoa!
Didn't he
everybody freaked out.
What?
I think he
Damn.
said something else that was pretty.
That was within 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that,
That
wouldn't have
wouldn't-
gone-
and
that
he's no
wouldn't that
P-Paul.
wouldn't fly now, man. He's a P-Paul, I bet. Don't you think?
He didn't fight in the war. He's not old enough to have fought in the war.
Maybe Vietnam.
Those weren't Japanese people.
True. And that was racist.
That line's getting real.
Where's comedy? Where were we at here? Comedy or what are we doing here?
Yeah. You can't. Anyway, the anniversary party is great. Now,
Oh, my
I
God.
dressed up in a full Elvis jumpsuit.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
Okay.
Right.
I was gonna say you didn't post any.
I didn't post any, but it was fun being in this jumpsuit. Let me tell you.
Oh.
You don't want to see the bar tabs or the alcohol sales for all the local bars, do you?
Nope.
Sure.
Nah, we don't want to go down that. Let's see here. There you go.
Let me see.
Smash. Next question.
Oh yeah, dude.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I want to start wearing a jumpsuit all the time.
Dude, it sucks. You know what I did not like about this weekend? I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
There you go.
I wasn't a big fan of the Kelseys, period. Like either one of them, but
They had a
fucking
period?
Travis Kelsey, his fucking
Menstruation.
get up and stuff, like that was ridiculous. Like he looked like he turned himself into I want to punch that guy in the face. Like that guy, like he looks like he'd be. A lot of guys would be like, man, I'd really like to punch that guy just in the square in the fucking face with that haircut, like from the '90s. Man,
Did she dress him?
I don't know.
It sure looks like
Taylor?
she's
It
dressing
does.
him
It
now,
does.
right?
It does.
Like, she's
Yeah.
like, you need to hip yourself up a little bit. You're
That
a little
wasn't
too
Well,
of a farm boy. We need to hip you up.
yeah, because he used to back in the day, before Taylor, right? Like pre-Taylor, he was, the dude carried himself like he was a brother, right? Like he, had the high fade, the ball fades. He had
Yeah.
swagger. He was wearing
Yeah.
chains. He even talked with like a black scent. But
black scent.
now he's just
Did
like,
you really?
yeah. Now
Where's
it's
he
like,
from?
I don't know, man. But he's like got a real Chris
shit.
Gaines look going on about him,
Yeah, it's exactly what it looked like.
You
Chris
made that
Gaines.
reference too. Awesome.
But man, it just didn't work. Like it wasn't cool. Look, and then he did that weird smile too, like when he was walking into the locker room. I was like, dude,
Ohio.
you're a douche, man. Like that doesn't. That's not a good look for you, man. Like
Yeah.
it sucks that you're one of the most annoying people in the world's fucking like you're in a relationship with her, but then for you to go on top and then start wearing just terrible shit and then giving a wink to the camera like you're the shit. Like I'm like I don't think
Did you
he's-
see him
this is
post-game?
shtick. I don't think it was shtick.
Did you see him post game walking into the box,
Uh-uh.
into the suite?
No.
Where
Tay Tay
where
was.
Tay Tay was? Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
They start making out.
No, he was dressed back up, but
Yeah.
he had his head down. It would look like he was beat and just
Yeah.
depressed, and
Wasn't a good game.
was about to grab a bottle of scotch and a
Yeah.
38 revolver and see what happened.
Yeah. Shit.
It's very detailed, man.
It was.
Damn.
But he looked like he just
Like Boogie
climbed out
Nights,
of
man?
Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. When he was
William
walking
H.
in.
Macy. Yeah.
Yeah. Great scene. Was it?
It was an intense scene. That whole movie
Yeah,
was
it
intense
was a
as
single
fuck,
shot.
dude. That movie was awesome, man. That's probably Mark Wahlberg's best work, dude.
You know, Matt.
I thought that you got the touch.
You got the
Power.
Shit. Hold on. You know, Matt, that kind of
I
reminds
knew
me.
it.
Are you looking for a night out that says, I've made some questionable life choices, but at least I'm having fun. It's time to step up your game and experience the Yellow Rose, Austin's hottest destination for questionable decisions and unforgettable views.
The Yellow Rose, where the drinks are cold, the women are hot, and their clothing is entirely optional.
The Yellow Rose, where life advice comes in $20 increments.
That's right. We're talking beautiful women, handcrafted cocktails, and food so good, it'll make you reconsider your life's purpose.
No, really, the food is really, really good.
At the Yellow Rose, you're the king for the night. Whether you roll in solo or bring the whole squad, they've got everything you need. Top shelf liquor, top-notch talent, and a bottomless supply of bad ideas.
Want to celebrate a promotion, forget a breakup, or spend some quality time with, let's call her Destiny? We've got you covered.
And Destiny's waiting.
She's waiting with a smile, a shot of tequila, and just the right amount of bad influence.
So leave your worries at the door, and probably your inhibitions too. The Yellow Rose, where the nights are wild, the company's gorgeous, and your good judgment, well, that's strictly optional.
Mention the Jerry Jonestown Massacre to the girl at the door, and she will stare at you with dead blank eyes, not having a clue what you were talking about, giving you no discount, and probably putting security on alert.
The Yellow Rose, Austin's #1 export of bad decisions since 1983. See you there.
God, you missed your last line.
Dude, I thought that was that not the one where we do the where we sing out?
No. That's
Oh
later.
man, I want to
That's
do the
yours.
singing out one.
Which one?
That's on a later ad. That's on a later
Yeah,
ad.
Yeah, we'll have to rehearse.
and it threw me off. I got thrown off somehow.
Are we going to harmonize?
Yeah. The next one is tulips. So when y'all get your shit ready, and well, the next ad is tulips.
Hey, are those actual
I have
like
Naughty Knuckles on
paid?
mine.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Paid for spots, man.
Very nice.
We're Tay-Tay, man.
But yeah,
Of
the other thing that threw me off on Saturday,
winging advertisements.
in the middle of the anniversary party, start getting these alerts on my phone that tragedy has happened at the Fort Worth Stock Show.
Yeah,
And
I
I
saw
go,
that.
What? I didn't know
Oh,
about this.
No, because what I thought was a shooting. Oh my God, someone rolled into the stock show and
Hey, Susie.
lit it up on their last day. No. What happened was they're doing the stupid chuck wagon races. One rolls over, nearly crushes a guy, nearly kills a horse
Whoa.
right in front of everybody. The video's chaotic. It's out there. Everybody lived. Everybody's fine. The horse is fine. Everything's okay. But yeah, it was. I thought something bad went down.
Damn.
Like the first thing I see, and on my Facebook is like, thoughts and prayers for all those involved at the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo.
You're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got PTSD from the last 10 years. They're just everybody's shell shocked. They see a headline and they immediately think the worst.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It's like, oh no, here we go.
Here we go.
Especially the way that those plane crashes came down a couple of weeks ago was like
Came down. They're still coming down. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw
Vince
that. There
Neil's
was-
airplane.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
What's with that? Vince Neil is responsible for 2 people's deaths now.
Yep. I thought the same thing whenever I read
Oh,
that.
was he the pilot?
No,
No.
but he was his airplane. His
It was the-
girlfriend was on it.
It was the pilot that passed away, right? Or that was
I don't
killed?
know who died. I never found out who died. Is that who it was?
I don't know. The last I saw that Vince Neil, like they were wondering if he was there, and they didn't really have any information in regards to that. So I'm assuming by now it'd have been big news if it was him that was killed.
It
And I
wasn't
think-
Vince Neil that was killed,
Okay, cool.
but it was his plane,
Yeah.
and that's 2 people that have died under his vehicles. One was a Corvette, right, or Ferrari?
I think it was a Ferrari.
Yeah, I think
It
so.
was a Testarossa, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then the other one now is a
It was a
private
dude from
Learjet.
Hanoi Rocks. I can't remember his name.
Does he make that much money for a private plane? That's the first thing I thought when they said it's Vince Neil's airplane. I was like,
you got to remember those rock stars back then got paid well.
and most
didn't
of it
have to-
went up their nose.
Yeah, true, but
Yeah.
still, some of them knew what to do with that money and just freaking got good accountants and got them invested in all kinds of good stuff. So I imagine
kept
he probably has a good pretty penny.
good health of his voice.
I don't know.
Ha.
what's the deal with him? Like, everybody's like, dude, have you seen him? He's ripped now. And then the only video I seen, he still looks like a fat
Vince
fuck.
Neil?
And
Yeah.
he can't sing still.
Yeah.
Like they just played Windstar
Yeah.
or something like that.
God, that's sad.
Choctaw, one of them. And
They
they're
played Choctaw.
a bunch of video I've seen come out of it were like, I was like,
They played at DeQueen,
ooh.
Arkansas.
Hey.
They came and rolled through.
Keller, the tavern at Keller.
Oh, yeah, Bronson
was it?
Rock or whatever
Bronson
it's called,
Rock,
now,
yeah.
called now.
Who
It's
was it that
changed
played
names a couple
Bronson
times.
Rock? Slaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
then-
Puddle Mud, too.
White Snake.
I think
and-
that's when the dude from Puddle Mud started relapsing. Man, he got
Yeah.
caught up with all that
Wes Scantlin.
freaking Tarrant County. You know,
Sheriff's Department, yeah.
All right. Do we want to talk about
started
the
drinking and partying out there. Next thing you know, he loses
lose it? Gone.
loses it.
Do we want to talk about Sunday, or do we want
Yeah.
to talk? Do we want to do emails real quick?
Let's do one email, or should we do all of them?
We have two.
We're so unorganized.
I know. We
I
have
don't
two
care.
because I think Super Bowl is going to take a little bit.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about it some. So.
All right, so let's shoot these emails down real quick because there are two. One of them is missing JJTM. A nation is in crisis.
Oh no.
Dear Jerry Jonestown Massacre Brothers, I woke up this morning, poured a shot of tequila, kissed my Joe Rogan body pillow, and prepared for my Tuesday night ritual, a live stream from my two favorite bearded philosophers. I fired up my internet machine, ready for whiskey-fueled rants, conspiracy theories, and hot local music takes, but nothing. No live stream, no notifications.
Fumble, man, fumble.
Just an eerie silence like the calm before a Denton County storm. Are y'all okay?
We should be better.
Did you get abducted by aliens while tailgating at a Panther City lacrosse game? I don't think they're around anymore, so that's a bad reference. Did Stubbs fall into a black hole sun while chasing another Soundgarden conspiracy?
God.
Or is this just a clever marketing ploy to build up suspense for JJTM the comeback episode? Either way, I'm lost without my weekly fix of JJTM Madness. What am I supposed to do? Watch a real news broadcast? Talk to my family? Pfft. Please send help, or at least a sign that you're still out there broadcasting from your bunker. Faithfully refreshing.
Sorry, man. Jeez.
Steven, P.S. If you've been taken hostage by the Funky Town podcast, blink twice.
That's a good email. Thanks for sending it in.
Yes, indeed.
And Matt
Step on.
Thomas will sign some merch and get it out to you.
He's got a bra.
Next
He'll
caller.
send it to you.
Who's bra?
The second email.
Does it
No,
smell of cheese?
It does.
Asiago cheese bread and popcorn and Jaeger?
Yes.
What's a good 90s perfume? Sunflowers.
That's like
A little bit of
roof
mustard.
snow musk.
A little bit of obsession.
By Calvin Klein.
All right. Dear Jerry Jonestown Massacre, I wrote you today with a heart. Wait. I write you today with a heart heavy with regret and shame. Last week, in a fit of misplaced passion and perhaps too much Lone Star, I went off and attacked the Fort Worth Roots podcast. I spoke with such unbridled fervor, it was as if I had been slightly possessed by the devil or one of those women on those How to Kill Your Husband TV shows.
Dang, man.
Looking back, I see how over the top I was. I ranted, I raved. I think he even made a call on the red phone to carpet bomb part of Fort Worth.
Good.
But I
gosh
didn't mean any of it.
almighty.
But my podcast-induced mania, I fear I failed you, JJTM. You are the OGs, the ones who taught me the art of live-streamed chaos, drunken wisdom, and the unmatched beauty of a well-placed rant.
That's an oxymoron.
What was I thinking? Did I fly too close to the Fort Worth sun and forget the warm embrace of the JJTM temple? Please know this.
Is this Andrew?
Fort Worth Roots may have its moments, but you are the beating heart of the podcast scene. You are the whiskey-fueled prophets of the airwaves. Well, you don't drink whiskey anymore. And I will never stray again.
This is funny.
I humbly beg for your forgiveness. If it requires penance, I offer myself up as your intern. I'll mix drinks, polish your mics, or even... Whoa.
Hey, yo.
What kind of
Golly,
mic?
man.
That's a little racy there.
There's 4 of them in here tonight. Come over here and polish them. And even ghostwrite insults about local bands you don't like. That you can do.
That's genius.
Yeah. Whatever it takes to make this right. Forever loyal, and in the year of the snake, Kevin.
Oh,
Kevin.
I don't know if it's the same one, though.
Hmm.
He would have just called and be like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr." Seriously, if you need a sacrificial lamb for the next live show roast, I volunteer. Just be gentle.
Who is it?
It was Kevin. Said.
It's not our Kevin.
It's not that.
I don't think so. Is
I,
it?
I know which Kevin it is because it was on last week's email.
Yeah.
I prefer not to give out last names.
Okay.
Von Erich?
Because we've gotten in trouble in the past for that.
He lives in Hawaii now.
Yeah, he does. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's what, like, wonder if he plays poker with Don
Yeah.
Nelson and Willie.
Oh,
or
he
who is
may
it?
be-
Don Nelson and
Willie, Don, Woody Harrelson,
Yeah.
Matt
And,
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey sometimes.
doesn't Eddie Vedder do that sometimes
he
out there?
sometimes shows up too. Mookie Blaylock.
Yeah.
And
Is
Temple of the Dog.
I got a question for you guys. Y'all are all we're in the same age group, right?
Yeah.
from what I know,
We're all Gen Xers.
last I checked.
All right.
Has the edible
So-
kicked in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it. You've slowed way down.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the end of the day,
Hey
Stubbs.
guys, we're all the same age, right?
If you chew lots of gummies, then you're limp like every day.
Hey, I saw him Friday, by the way.
You did.
I did. It was a good show.
Oh man.
You guys
God.
should.
You gotta slow down, man.
All right, finish your thought.
All right. Anyway, we're all the same age.
Yeah. So
Mookie Blaylock.
your dinner party of 5.
Yeah.
Eddie Vedder's in yours, right?
I have to think about that.
I think Eddie's in mine. I said I made that proclamation
Do they all
about
have to be
5 years
living?
ago.
Or are they living and dead?
This is a living one. So
So it's just people
yeah.
living.
yeah,
Uh,
but he's definitely at the table. I think.
I gotta have Bill Burr and Billy Corgan now because I gotta see
What
them.
is going on with all that, man?
Yeah.
like I saw some stuff.
Are they
about
really
that.
brothers?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I was gonna.
There's no
that's what I was
way.
getting at.
There's
Are
no
they really
way.
brothers?
Is this all a bit?
It's got to be a bit. It's gotten out
Are
of
they
control.
gonna do a cartoon together? Have you seen this?
No.
Bill Burr was on the guy that does never mind. Howie Mandel show.
Oh, hi, Mandel.
Okay.
His podcast. And supposedly Billy Corgan was on it a few weeks before and revealed that they had the same dad, Bill Burr and Billy Corgan.
Oh, yeah. I did see something on Instagram about that.
Because their dad was just banging everything all around Boston or Chicago or Chicago. And so he had Bill Burr on, he starts talking to him, and then he springs Billy Corgan on him, and it turns into this whole weird situation.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Shit, really?
Which I was like, did they really spring it on him?
There's no way, man. That'd be such a
Bill Burr would have
like,
lost his
yeah.
shit for real.
There's no way that would have been.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's not the kind of person that would hold back.
It is awkward though.
Let's ask Bill.
Yeah.
I mean, even the character here looks like Billy Corgan, kind of, right?
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a
Was this
rat in
first
a cage.
season of Mandalorian?
Season 2, I think.
Yeah, he was more prominent in season 2, but the first one is when he was introduced. I want to say.
Oh yeah, the prison shit or the
Yeah, the
pirate
breakout,
shit,
right?
The breakout.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna. I last night almost started back up again. Is the Rogue One series? The what was it called?
Andor.
Yeah,
Andor.
Andor. Man, I almost fired that
Andor
up
2
again. I've seen it 3 times
Sometime
now,
this month, right?
and I want to be ready for that.
Yeah.
I still got to finish Skeleton Crew. That's really good.
I didn't even get into that, man.
It's good. It's Goonies in space. It's
Yeah,
Star
you
Wars.
told
in
me
space.
to go
It's
ahead and
good.
do it.
And it's actually got
you-
pirates and gold.
Yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed it.
I gotta finish Bad Batch. Just halfway through season
I haven't
2.
finished Bad Batch either.
See, this turned into Star Wars talk.
Yes.
We knew it
Mm.
would.
You
Yes.
just need to call Aaron. We can dial him in.
We'll dial Aaron up.
Yeah.
You know what, Matt?
Hang on.
All right, Fort Worth, this Saturday night, get ready to lose your mind at Tulips Fort Worth, where the
Naughty
music is
Knuckles.
loud, the vibes are strong, and
not Naughty
nostalgia
Knuckles.
is served on tap.
It's a night of legendary covers featuring.
We're getting paid for this. Say it
James
right.
says, the ultimate James Addiction tribute band. You want those psychedelic grooves, thundering bass lines, and that Perry Farrell swagger? Jane says, brings it all, minus the rehab bill.
And that's not all. Before you dive into those alternative rock dreams, Get your dancing shoes on for Britstop, the British pop cover band bringing you everything from Oasis to Blur, The Cure to The Smiths.
They'll have you shouting, "Park Life!" I'm sorry. While you sip your craft beer like a proper lad or lass.
You're not allowed to do ads on edibles. Doors open at 7 p.m. Bring your friends, your best sing-along voice, and your appetite for live music. This isn't just a show. It's a full-blown experience.
This Saturday night at Tulips, it's Jane Says and Brit Stop. Be there or forever regret missing the most epic night of your life.
Tulips, where live music lives and Saturday nights hit different.
I want to do the one where we all sing.
We'll do that later. We're going to get to it.
Dude, it's my favorite one. Can we just sing the last line of all of them? I think it'd make everything way better.
Way we do it. All right, so we'll do.
So every time we do this, the last line, we need to sing it.
Prepare your ad copy for the real estate.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one where we sing.
All right, we'll do that after the show.
No, we're going to do that. That's the next one up.
Oh, it is?
Next ad break, yeah.
What else do we have?
Naughty Knuckles is at the end, and then Spectacle if we wanted that. But they're not paying.
Why are we not Naughty? Is Naughty Knuckles paid us?
Yes. We have a lot of...
When would you get that? When did we get that check?
I'll show
paid,
you.
huh?
I'll show you. It's a big one. It's a big giant one from Naughty Knuckles. All right, so the Super Bowl.
Hey, did I tell you what I thought of my podcast, my real estate podcast title? I'm going to do a short.
You better carbon copy it.
Copyright it. Yeah.
Copyright it.
Should
Whatever.
dude. Hey, can you go ahead and make the announcement now? This is copyrighted.
This is
under
copyrighted
Jerry
under Jerry Jonestown. This is a public work of art, and everything that's said on here is
Mr.
copyrighted.
Fister Lister.
Okay.
Is that after Doug Fister, the baseball player?
No, but that's one of my band names.
I know.
Mr. Fister, the cover band. But now that you mention it, we talked about that last week. We talked about
Fister Day.
Mr. Fister.
Yeah.
And so now I'm thinking about doing my real estate podcast show, my little short, and it's going to be called Mr. Fister Lister podcast show.
Are you going to fly a helicopter in it too?
Mr. Fister Lister is huge in the gay community. He's got a lot of listings on Oaklawn. And
That's his target.
West
demo.
Dallas, yeah. A lot around the village.
Dude, I'll sell wherever. I don't give a damn. Call now. Mr. Fister Lister.
Did you buy the Gmail for that? Mr. Fister Lister?
Now I should right now. Should call
get your own domain.
Should do the domain right now. Can you hashtag that and make
Master
it
of your own
stick?
domain.
It's being bought by someone right this second. All right.
Yes.
So, football.
Football.
Wait.
Fake football or real
Football
football?
Yeah, we talking
Football.
goals or touchdowns?
Which would you rather talk, Dante?
Either one.
Let's
one.
do.
Can we shit on City for a little bit though? That'd be just for like
yeah,
5 minutes.
can we enjoy watching the downfall of City?
Hey, we're.
It's beautiful.
I don't.
That's okay. United's going to be
We'll be relegated here before long, but
I
you
think
know we've embraced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited about relegation. It'll
Did we
change
find
the
out
team
what
up.
happened with Liverpool today?
Oh, we didn't look.
And then I don't know why everybody's completely bought and sold on this Liverpool team and Newcastle.
Yeah,
like
it was a
Newcastle,
It was a draw.
it was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm
Where
wrong
we
about both teams. They're really good.
We're swirling 5 places above relegation, and I can only praise for relegation.
Could you imagine we're this far in the season? We have 30 points on the table.
Mr. Fister Lister urinal cakes.
Whoa,
Hey yo.
I like that.
That's kind of a novel merchandise idea.
Yeah,
think.
man. We need to. Can we hashtag that? Hashtag Circle A or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna grab that.
That's ours too.
Circle C, Circle R,
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, we need to have a show where this entire chat thread comes in and we just bitch about the football season because this season hasn't been fun
At all.
like to me. Like even I know Jason's in a fun land because of Liverpool and all that, but it just hasn't been really exciting.
apart from the downfall of City. That's the only benefit or the only positive thing I can take away from this season.
I enjoy watching. The thing is, though, you have to not gripe about the two teams of Newcastle and Liverpool. They're fun to watch, those games and stuff. But yeah, below that, like I mean,
how many Chelsea games have you watched?
Me, probably 2.
Have you watched some?
I watched a ton.
Probably 2.
Are you?
Yeah.
What about Arsenal? What do you think about those games?
Oh, screw those guys.
Yeah,
they're fucking creeping. Arsenal's creeping.
Well,
they're gonna bottle it like every year. I mean,
they're in second. It'd be awesome if they.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see them win. I would love to see.
What
them...
I love every year is when Liverpool gets knocked out of the top at the last minute.
Yeah.
I think,
and then we all dogpile.
I think y'all just sound like normal United fans. Like that's what you're talking about more than the EPL total. The EPL's been interesting this season.
I don't know.
And y'all act like freaking City's just done, dude. City
you lost one person and like just
City's not gonna be out it very long. If they do,
let's see here.
You know, they might not get it together this season and compete like they have been used to doing. But the thing is, one thing about the City ownership is if there's something that needs to be a puzzle piece or something, they're going to go get it. So we're going to be good again in the next few years.
But y'all had a transfer window.
So it's
What'd
like,
y'all do?
You're tied with Newcastle.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're not out. City's not out of it. It's like y'all act like this has just been glorious watching the downtrodden City. I don't really see it that way.
You're barely in Europa League. Barely. I mean,
we'll see what happens.
But this Nottingham Forest, that's a different
wild.
story.
Yeah,
that's
wild.
badass.
Yeah, like that'd be like another Leicester win when they came out of nowhere and just won the league.
They just went crazy.
I would love to see that, but anybody but Liverpool or City. I'm gonna keep saying that. You're tired of hearing it.
I punch over to City games every once in a while. Just
I watch Man U all
the other
time,
side of town.
I watch. Actually, I've also started to watch because I've always hated Salah. I just can't stand him.
I don't like him either.
But man, as he's aged, he's kept his speed. He's a fucking badass. It's time that I admit, hey, Jason was right, and I might have been a little off on Salah back in the day when I was all like, "Fuck him, dude. He's just a bruiser." Like he'll slow down real in the next 5 years or something. I don't know why I turned.
I knew there was something special about that dude.
But
Javier's in the chat room.
He's fast still, man. He's still a speed demon.
Europa has been fantastic. And the FA.
Yeah.
That's what he says. But yeah, I mean, the EPL, I'm just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, all the other competitions are more exciting to watch right now.
Yeah. Been way more excited about those.
Where are you watching your cup stuff?
Here,
Champions.
Like, I mean, I just watching them all. So I've got Paramount Plus. I got all the streaming services. So I mean,
Paramount Plus is one that's streaming.
That's doing the Champions League and the Europa League, and then FA Cup is on ESPN Plus. EPL obviously is on either network television or Peacock.
Yeah, because I've got something screwed up on my settings, and because usually all I do is find it on YouTube. Which did y'all hear about what YouTube did for the Super Bowl? By the way.
No,
YouTube TV.
They tried the 4K stream and it killed everybody.
They won the chart, and they
was it as bad as the Mike Tyson fight?
The thing is, I have a 4K TV like a lot of people do, right? And
what? Did you have encyclopedias when you were a kid?
I do now.
I only have one 4K TV.
I do now. But anyway, it's like, so now I gotta I've come to find out if I don't have fiber optic yet in this house, so I'm kind of pissing in the wind here anyway, but it's like now they want to charge you another $5 for something your TV can handle. All they got to do is stream it that way. Like that's just
and it doesn't work.
And like you said, they had issues with
massive issues with the 4K stream.
Yeah, with the stream.
That's all anybody was bitching about during the game was they couldn't watch it if they had YouTube.
And then Netflix screwed it up a couple of months ago during the
streaming
fight.
shit doesn't work.
I'm starting to begin. Begin.
You guys remember the Tyson fight?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, it
was terrible.
Is the Tyson fight now? This is two major things that are kind of like you're like, dude, this sucks. But anyway,
and the thing that's dumb about it is they had like adequate time to prepare, or at least see the roadblocks and maybe make adjustments or drop the resolution. But they just said, "No, we're just gonna do it," and people just deal with it.
Well, they did have 2 streams.
Okay.
They had a regular 1080, and they had a 4K stream, which I actually think the 1080 is a 2K stream. But
were they both free that night?
No, I don't think was the 4K stream
one?
free.
I'm not sure. I know the one that I saw was free, but it could have. The thing is, that went down within like 10 minutes, if I remember correctly. It wasn't up 7 minutes, and it started having lag and all kinds of crazy issues.
Did you hear what Netflix is trying to do?
Some with the NFL, right?
Javier brought it up because they got Monday Night Raw right now.
Yeah, that moved to Netflix. I know that.
Yeah, and they're trying to get the EPL rights in the U.S. and the Formula One rights in the U.S. They're playing for them right now. Which could be interesting if it all pays out. Because I think Apple's also trying to fight for the Formula
Apple
One rights.
Would be cool for it too.
For it on Apple TV. Do you ever watch any of the missile games on?
I can't
Apple
get into
TV?
MLS. I just can't.
I can't either, man.
Speaking of Monday Night Raw,
it's like slow motion when you play, like when you watch EPL and you watch the La Liga and all that.
Yeah.
And then you watch MLS. It's like, dude,
You just go over to
it's like slow
watch a
motion.
Miami game and
Yeah, that's cool to see him, but like other than that, man,
watch him
it's like,
dominate.
I don't know. It's just it kind of bores me. I like the Seattle games because they go nuts and stuff. The
Austin games are cool.
And yeah, was it Oregon has a like Portland has a good like what do they call them again? Hooligans.
Portland hooligans? What?
Do they get in fights with people in Seattle when they go up there and
They-
throw
I bet
urine
you
bombs?
They have to, right?
Oh, like Philly did whenever
There's some Antifa fans of both.
they won the Super Bowl.
Guarantee you.
All right, so let's go to the other football because Sunday we had the final. How much of the Super Bowl did y'all watch?
None.
All of it.
From noon?
Oh, no. Just from the kickoff, like from the opening ceremonies.
I turned the TV on at noon.
Dang.
I did
Because
too.
I was like, I want to see all this pregame stuff. But then I left, ran, got food and stuff.
I went to the Bush Presidential Building in SMU and did a tour of the museum on Sunday. There's nobody there.
Really nice. What did you do? Just go in there and rub one
Let
out?
me file that under who gives a shit.
That's what I was doing. Went with my mom and my daughter.
Is it?
Oh,
I really
my
want to go over there
gosh.
though. Is it?
You got to go
do you
overseas
have
for that
to-
for sure.
Do you have to book a tour for that?
No.
You can just go in and do it whenever you want.
You could just buy tickets. I mean, they're timed, but they don't do like guided tours.
Did you
or anything.
sit in the Oval Office? Did you sit in the presidential?
I went in, but if you want your picture taken behind the desk, they charge for that. But
Why
you can
didn't
actually
do it with Skip.
I couldn't bring Skip in.
Why? You had to pay another admission?
No, because you can't. I would have had to bring him in in a bag, and they don't allow
That's
backpacks
disrespectful,
in there.
dude. You can't be doing
Just
that.
carry him
man.
on your hand the whole time and be like, "This is my buddy."
Yeah, like the dog, the one for me to poop on.
Yeah.
Oh,
That guy.
Triumph?
Triumph, yeah.
Yeah, Robert Smigel did it.
Holy shit! Yeah,
Anyway,
I want to. I actually.
That's
wanna
why I
go
didn't
there and
watch
see
it on Sunday because that's where I was.
I watched it from a little bit later than you. Like I think I started at like 1:30. I started early.
I
and
think that's
watched-
when I skipped out. Was
and
at 1:30
got
and then
the-
came back about 3.
the most boring part was the game. It's like, dude, this blows.
The coolest thing, which was weird, was the Jimmy Johnson thing.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. I did see that.
The AI.
I saw that
on
afterwards.
that was strange.
That was weird.
But the content was gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the content
it
was
was
cool,
really-
but it's the way they did that was just. I was like, man, that was it almost was awkward, wasn't it?
When he was walking in the first part,
Yeah,
like out on the field,
Yeah.
walking all weird, I was like, "Is there something wrong with Jimmy? Like, is this how
well, that's
he
what
walks
I
now?"
thought. Well,
It's like-
that's what
but it
I
was
thought.
trying to time it up with the AI as he aged.
See,
or
that's what got
younger.
me worried. And I asked Mandy, I was like, have they announced that Jimmy's sick or something? Because they're going on.
That's when
And
I
the way
started
they were
yelling,
all,
He
the-
better not be retiring.
dude,
Well,
the way they were all going, hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's cool to see you, man. I'm glad you're here, dude. I'm glad you're here. And when he started crying, I was like, dude, is he about to die or something?
I got prostate cancer. I got 2 days to live.
Damn.
And be like,
Check it
God,
out.
So I'm
dang."
glad I'm not the only pussy
No,
that
I
thought
thought-
that.
I thought so
Yeah,
too.
I thought something was up too. And somebody even made a line too of like, so is this it for you? Like, are you, will you be back?
Retiring. Yeah, because he's been a
What'd he
commentator
say?
for a while.
It was
hasn't
one
he?
of the guys on the panel. I can't remember exactly who said it, but he was like, so is this it for you? Like, are
Yeah.
you coming back? Or I'm just like,
He's been
what?
doing it for 30 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He is
wild.
retired and retired again, and now he can retire again.
And he already has had some really nice retirement.
Yeah, he sits in
Like,
Miami and fishes all the time, or
Yeah.
Florida, somewhere in Florida.
I don't know. I thought
and he
that
did
was
Survivor.
Yeah, kind of like Kiss or Hulk Hogan. They
There
keep-
was
just keep on
something-
coming out of retirement.
So the way they were treating him during,
does
before,
look a
and
bit
after that segment was suspect to me. I think that was suspect to me, and then also the way that the like you said, just the awkwardness of the whole setup, doing the imagery and all that. It's like, what is going on here? This is weird. So that was the most awkward part of the Super Bowl, I would say. Actually, wouldn't you?
I don't know. How did you like Tom Brady?
Man, I'm kind of getting Tom Cruise with Tom Brady. It's like,
Were you allowed to watch Super Bowl because of the beginning?
Tropic
man,
Thunder, Tom
I had
Cruise.
to turn it off, man. I had to change the channel.
For a few
Shit,
minutes to
yeah,
come
it
back?
got intense too.
That's why you lost the stream.
Yeah,
Wait, what
got
happened?
intense too.
Catch me up.
His
My
wife,
wife-
Yeah, me too.
My wife has
My wife.
my wife has a rule that there is to be nothing on our TV screens or our phones or anywhere in the house that has Tom Cruise in it. It's like her kryptonite.
Oh.
And she has rules. There's also a few movies and stuff that I might have mentioned on here, but
Top Gun?
no, anything with Tom Cruise I can't
Cocktail.
watch. I can't watch any of that.
Taps.
Even Color of Money. She was like, no. I was like, Paul Newman? I was like, dude,
Color
that's
of Money's
Paul Newman,
great.
dude.
and he
It's like
fucks
everybody
over Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's like, this
Well,
is
come on.
cool. Let's watch the Nope.
Spoiler.
And she's like, no.
Mm.
Nope, can't do it. Anyway,
No movies with Meg
that's
Ryan.
kind of how I'm getting with Tom Brady. It's like overload now. It's like, now I'm starting to see, and I'm like,
He's throwing footballs
Fuck, dude.
across balconies that
Yeah.
we've all stood on, drunk,
yeah.
hanging over. That's all I could think of. We've stood on that corner drunk on those balconies, yelling and getting
That's
in trouble.
so weird. That was really weird when the shooting happened down there for us. Like, I was like, dude, man, that could have easily been us. Because this is the time of year we like to go down there anyway.
Yeah, this
Like,
is when it's nice.
Right,
'Cause
right.
no one's out.
And it's spooky looking.
cold.
It's
Yeah,
all
it's all-
dreary and stuff, and that's, we're
Fog
into
rolls in. You're like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
Make
my
some
favorite.
sludge metal.
It's one of my favorite cities in the whole United States.
Javi already did.
I
say
just
that.
it
Yes.
feels like second home sometimes in New Orleans. And the thing that's freaking weird was it's after the shooting, they had the snowstorm, and when we were out in California and we saw the pictures of the snow like on Bourbon and the French Quarter.
I wanted to be there so
Yeah,
bad.
it looked like a movie set. I was like, dude, we could have been there then.
That drone shot, and it's floating
Yeah.
around. If you go look it up, there's a drone shot of Jackson Square at night,
Yeah,
and it is incredible
yeah.
the way it looks in snow. And you're like, New Orleans,
I love
covered
that
in
place.
snow.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like those two would go together.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I think
It looks
the same.
look
too.
weird. And then there was another picture
I
that
think I'm
came
gonna
out
go this
shortly
weekend.
after that from the Joshua Tree, like out in Joshua Tree,
With or
California,
without you.
wasn't it?
hmm
I forgot the town that was closest to there, but
But it was Joshua Tree National Park.
it's
with all the-
freaking 6 inches of snow.
yeah,
And you're like,
Wow.
wow, that looks weird.
That's
Seeing
a
a
desert.
desert.
all the
Yeah.
cactus covered
That's
up and everything.
crazy.
The rocks.
Wild.
Snows in Vegas too. It's snowed before we went there a few years ago. Just a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to New Orleans this weekend. Just great. This
Walk
would be the best
to
weekend to
New
go. It's
Yeah.
dead.
Orleans.
We've done that.
Nobody's going down
Well,
there.
I've
It's
gone-
right after the Super Bowl.
I've gone the week before the Super Bowl. I've gone the week after the Super Bowl. I've always had a nice time too.
I'm kind of glad. I talked about. I had the option of going down there to cover some stuff, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because it kind of looked crazy. It looked like it'd be fun, but still a little over the top crazy.
I think the
A little
ratings
too
came out
much.
good for it, from what I've heard. That they had really good ratings.
How much a hotel room was down there, like the Marriott we stayed in or whatever?
Oh yeah, man, that'd have been wild.
Yeah, it was like $5,000 a night.
I'm not
$3,000 to $5,000
surprised,
a night.
man.
Yeah,
It's fucking insane. Mm.
yeah. So the Super Bowl game, terrible.
The game was crazy. Like, I mean,
I
okay.
knew Philly was going to beat the shit out of them.
Really?
Yeah, Philly's been on a tear.
Yeah.
And those guys were quiet, and it was all about Patrick Mahomes and all this crap and a three-peat and all this and how many times you've been here. You're the next Tom Brady. You're the next GOAT and all this stuff. And over there is just a team festering that had been beating the shit out of everybody.
And
their defense had been beating the
Yeah.
shit out of everybody.
And that Saquon Barkley deal that they made.
Say what?
Oh my gosh, dude! Because you had that. He kind of has that same division like nastiness to him, chip on his shoulder, where he wants to get with another team and prove that he can do it with the best on with anyone.
This is going to be a team
anyone
that's
around him, and
going to be unfuckable for a while.
The dude from the quarterback, the dude from Alabama, like he's one of those quarterbacks that like. This is what drives me nuts: is Green Bay and Philadelphia always get players that I fucking love, and they're on the teams that I hate the most. It drives me nuts. It's like that coach, him as well. I can't freaking really say negative stuff about him except for the fact that he's the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. It was the same when what's-his-face was there, the Walrus dude. Like, and same when the other Walrus dude was at Green Bay. I was like, dude, I love those coaches. I wish they were our coach. Same with Brett Favre. Same with Aaron Rodgers. Same with
Andy Reid.
And then Cunningham. When we got Cunningham, I was like, yes, that dude's a badass. And then it was so deflating to the rest of the division when he goes from New York to Philly. Like, that's a nut punch before you even played him. And it's just like you said, they were the silent. They were like the ninjas this whole season. They made everybody look bad.
Yeah, that was my bet before the game was they were going to roll in there and just stomp it and win that game.
I didn't expect it to be that one-sided, though.
I didn't either.
I could see it coming, but I didn't think it would be that big of a fall.
At one point, it's kind of like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
It's just Kansas City couldn't do anything. The offense was just getting mowed over. And it was just like, okay, this is neat. This is neat. And then went and played that script. Did you see the script that was out, that was leaked out? This is how it's going to play out. At halftime, Philly's going to be up by 2 touchdowns, and then Kansas City's going to make the comeback, and at the last second, Travis Kelce's going to catch a football or catch the ball and score the game-winning touchdown. And
Are
blah,
we
blah,
doing
blah.
one
No,
of
this is a whole thing that's all over TikTok and all this shit.
So this
like
isn't
it was a full
read?
NFL script that had been leaked.
Thought you were doing a read.
And then Tay-Tay will come down and Travis will propose to her down the field as the trophy's being presented. And
That would make me throw up, especially if I was still drinking.
None of this shit's
going
to happen. And then it was 4 scores, 4 possessions that Kansas City was down. I was like, this is kind of awesome. Now let's just beat the shit out of them. And then it got to garbage time, and they let them have a few.
Yeah. Well, didn't they put in a third string or something?
Yeah, it was just like, okay,
go have fun.
Yeah, this is garbage time. We don't care. Just do whatever you want. Garbage time at the Super Bowl.
Remember when the Cowboys did that?
Yeah. Yep.
2 years in a row. That was the other thing too. I was kind of. This is weird because I've almost got my face tattooed because of my hate of Philadelphia.
Yep.
And
thanks to me,
the freaking team, like that whole team, they're hard to. It's a hard team to hate because, and you're right. I think they're going to be pretty good for a while. And that coach he's obviously a badass, and that quarterback's a badass that's about to even be more badass. It's like there's a lot of badassery in Philadelphia right now.
Yeah, if they keep it all together and it doesn't
I
become
can't stand them.
NFL parody where everybody gets traded off or salary cap bullshit happens
You
or
want to
whatever.
start getting into that right now again? Because I'm still pissed off.
At what?
If you want to keep it sports, we can talk Mavericks
no.
right now.
We got.
'Cause I am ready, dude.
No, we'll get to that here in a
Fucking
minute because
pissed
there
still,
is.
man.
I'm still pissed about that
There's
too.
been
but,
a development in Dallas, so if you're not.
Oh, I
from
know,
here-
and I have something I need to get off my chest and say on record.
Uh-oh.
But we'll do that when we get to that segment because we're not leaving the Super Bowl yet.
AIDS test.
So then
came
we get to the
back.
halftime show. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Did y'all like it?
I didn't. I thought it was good. It was Kendrick Lamar. I mean, I knew. I don't understand.
Did you sit there question mark
getting
going, I
annoyed.
don't understand this. I'm white guy. I don't
Fuck
understand
no.
this.
no,
I've known
generic
about
American
him.
white guy.
I've known about him. I knew what he was gonna do. I know that's the thing that's getting really annoying for me is the next day the people that judge these artists and stuff in these halftime shows. Like I don't fucking like the artist just goes and does what they do. Like he sounded great. He sounded like Kendrick Lamar. It looked like the concept was
Everything
cool.
was live, right? It was all live.
It was
It
didn't seem over the top, fake, lip sync, nothing like that. It seemed like a hardworking fucking badass rapper from L.A.
I think some
and
segments
it's like
Compton.
Compton
Yeah,
to
he's
be.
from
I'm sorry, guys.
Straight out of.
Sorry.
We drove right
Sorry
by
for
his
the
house.
disrespect. Yeah, right. But it's like, dude, I don't fucking. You gotta admit he did what he does, and he did it well. You just because if you're saying that wasn't good and that shit that just wasn't like it was in the '90s and stuff like that. Well, fucking, this is what sells, and this guy has won Grammys, like several Grammys. He's a
7 the weekend before.
He's a fucking badass musician. Period. Like just, and he's a great writer. Everything he does is fucking badass. And I'm sorry if you don't like, whatever it is about it because you don't understand it. Doesn't mean
I couldn't understand what he was saying.
I just don't get it, man.
Yeah, I've seen those memes where people
I guess
are
it's
like,
the armchair quarterback of the halftime show that is really getting annoying for me. I don't know why. It's just like, shut the fuck up.
Every
everybody.
year, everybody hates the halftime show.
yeah, I saw a couple of memes where people were like, white people don't understand what Kendrick Lamar's saying yet. Then it pans to Pearl Jam singing Yellow Ledbetter.
Yeah, I've seen
like
those.
also
I've
white
seen
people.
a bunch of those too.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it. I loved everything about it.
Did you love what it stood for?
I loved the symbolism for sure.
Did you love the symbolism? Which did you love more? The symbolism of the state of America or the symbolism of his beef with?
Oh, so the Drake beef isn't really like. I mean, that's cool. Like he still threw some jabs, right? Like he had two of the dude's exes out there dancing and singing.
And he had some lyric jabs
and then he said the dude's name. Yeah.
Wasn't supposed to sing it. Was.
But the
told
thing,
he'd be.
Yeah,
what was
the thing? I mean, he even
Doors,
made
the Doors did that too, right? On a show,
Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan show, right?
Yeah.
they did something.
Yeah,
like
he wasn't
that.
supposed
He
to
wasn't
sing the
supposed
word
to sing.
higher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he's like, "Fuck this," and then didn't he say it like over mic'd it too? He's like,
Yeah, but
higher.
that's the Doors, and
This is Kendrick.
this is way more hardcore when
Yeah.
you're calling someone directly a pedophile.
on national
I haven't
television.
kept up
Yeah.
as much with that as like my daughters have explained to me that
Man.
Hey,
something's
Philip.
been going on with them,
Hey, Philip, what's up, man?
and so it's like I don't know the latest. These two don't like each other. I guess they.
Well, I mean, the latest is the beef is like squashed, right? Like, I mean,
Dude, there's no. It's
well,
done.
not so much squashed. It's like Kendrick won the war, right?
Yeah,
like
the war's over.
It's
It's
done.
over
Yeah.
because
But-
that was pretty hardcore. You're right.
I
The
mean-
pedophile thing in front of
I
everyone.
mean, it's done. But I mean, the thing
Brought up
about
both
it,
his exes.
yeah, SZA and Drake dated in like 2015, and then Drake and Serena dated in 2019.
Serena
Like,
Williams.
Javier said like he wore a little A around in his
Yeah.
necklace, which is A minor.
hmm I mean, the dude said, "Say Drake." And
Did you
looked
see
straight-
everybody
pick up on
asking
that.
what that was about too? Like Reddit and Twitter or X was all like,
X.
"What's that A?" And then everybody's like, "Well, here it is." Like it was a big. It was trending everywhere.
So
the
much
A.
symbolism, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love the flag. That was cool as shit.
Yeah, it was cool.
And those shots of all them bent over making the American flag as
Yeah.
he's standing in between them,
and then it's just divided down the middle.
divided down the middle.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shot is freaking fantastic.
Yep.
The one where he's on top of the car too, the Grand National. There's a long, far away shot that one of the photographers. He's a sports photographer. Got it in black and white. That one's awesome.
Mm.
But that shot, dead on, the American flag split down the middle, is ridiculous.
Yeah, that'd have been that's a cool shot. That reminds me of the Rage Against the Machine. Their set when we went and saw them in
New York City.
in New York.
Now
It's like the that imagery was really cool.
the bitch I have about it
Uh-oh.
is the street.
No.
The going up and down the street with all
Yeah.
the dancers and everything seemed a little too big, a little too wide. I know what they were, the projection of the street lights and everything was badass and everybody sitting on the stuff. But that was the only thing I was like, this is kind of weird. That whole visual representation going down the street was a little too much. Like what? Like I said, was a wide ass street.
But did you see though, right? And there's this one shot where it looks like everyone on that street collapsed, but there's a circle of people in white, no shade. But it's like unless you're in that inner circle and you're white,
Yeah.
those are the only ones still standing. And that's kind of like, it's saying like if you're not in that inner circle, you're done.
Was it Javier said it was supposed to simulate a prison yard?
Yeah, that was another.
If that's the case, then it makes sense. But I thought it was just like harken back to being on the streets.
I thought it had to do with the prison yard thing.
Then if that's the case, okay.
So can
I
bring up a point?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a point. Okay, so there was a line that Samuel L. Jackson made.
Oh yeah, it's Uncle Sam. I thought that was clever.
That was genius. But there was a line that he said where
Did
he
you
said,
think they pulled that off well? Before we get into the line, did you think they pulled off the Samuel L. Jackson well live?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Same.
I thought it was.
I don't know. It was impactful because it wasn't like the edits.
Did you know he was coming?
No.
I didn't know anything about it.
No,
I didn't
either.
I think it might have been edited in a way to make you feel uncomfortable.
Make who feel uncomfortable?
Just like anybody watching it, like the way the edits was. It didn't edit right for me, or something didn't stand.
Well, the way he
like
kept
the way
cutting in and cutting out,
yeah,
I think was
the,
made for that. But you're also under time constraints. He can't just be.
Yeah, they got to trick it up.
It's got to be tight. The whole thing's got to be tight. But yeah,
it's an editing thing, kind of, I guess.
I mean, Uncle Sam is supposed to make you uncomfortable. Everything he was saying was supposed to make you uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, no, I get that part.
Yeah,
I understand
anyway,
that part.
The line he said.
There's a
Let's
line.
get to the line though.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Unless you got anything else to add.
No, that was it. I just didn't think that it was pulled off as well as it could have been.
So there's a line that he says, and he's like, "Oh, I see you brought your homeboys with you. Scorekeeper, deduct 1 life." All right, and I thought, and I've been stewing on it for a few days, and I was just like, man, what does he mean by that? Now, the overarching symbolism is basically unity, right? Like he's trying to unify, like, the gangs in LA and Compton. He's trying to, unify black people as a whole. And the thing is when it seems like black people are unified, like say by a singular vessel or a singular person, they deduct that 1 life. And I'll give you an example. I'll give you 2 examples. All right. Martin Luther King got a lot of people together, got people to march on the Capitol. He obviously, sparked the civil rights movement, gets assassinated. Malcolm X is another, he's like, you see what I mean? So it's like, he brought your homeboys with you, scorekeeper, deduct 1 life. Let's break that up. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and it's been stewing, and I'm thinking, is that what he meant? Or is that, what could that have possibly meant? So that's kind of my take on it. But I mean, it's art, right? It's definitely to be interpreted by the viewer, the person who's looking at it. And I don't know, man. I just thought that was a dope line, and I hope that's what it meant.
Yeah, wasn't there a reference to Squid Game somewhere in the halftime show?
I think it was the color of the jumpsuits, because the red jumpsuits kind of looked like that same color.
Yeah,
in Squid Game.
and they had like a PlayStation controller too,
Yeah.
which some
that
of
wouldn't surprise me.
So the
As poetic
PlayStation
as he
controller
is.
is like that had multiple meanings too, right? Like the PlayStation controller is being the great American game that we're all inadvertently playing, because we were born here, or because another thing is because it's a Sony PlayStation controller. Apparently, Sony produces Drake's music or houses his catalog or something like that. So I think that's like another
product
jab.
placement. Yeah,
another jab.
Yeah.
What?
That's insane.
So I was reading this. Samuel L. Jackson said that after he performed Man at the Garden with the refrain of, "I deserve it all. Uncle Sam don't want anyone getting ideas about deserving more than he thought they were owed." And that's when he says, "Scorekeeper,
Okay,
take away 1 life."
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just read too much into it. I just know it was one
No,
of
but
those-
that's a good. I like that.
Like I said, I've been stewing on this performance for like I said since Sunday. And of course, watching tons of breakdowns and seeing a lot of articles on people's opinions of what they saw. And
the whole fucking thing was symbolic.
Yeah.
Every little step.
Yep.
Had some type of symbolism, and about midway through it, I was sitting on the couch and I was like, "This ain't
like this is kind of genius."
No, I was going.
I thought it was kind of genius.
I thought it was genius too. Now, my personal opinion is that it was genius working. I was like, "But this ain't working. That this is not. People are going to be the average football ding dong.
Yeah,
the Bud Light and Jaeger guy.
The Bud Light and Jaeger." show me another Bud Light commercial with Post
Yeah.
Malone. Let's go on and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They're not going to like this. They're not going to get
I
this.
thought there
It's
was a
gonna
lot
go
of commercials.
I heard a lot of
too,
people
that-
bitching about it too. Yeah,
right over their heads.
It's not entertaining. Yeah.
But it was.
What's this?
That was the biggest stage to do the biggest FU on.
Oh no,
Well,
shit.
yeah. And Donald Trump was in attendance too.
Yeah.
He
On top of
left.
that,
He left. for
yeah,
I heard he
halftime.
they
left, like,
booed
2.
him, and Fox News got in trouble because they dubbed cheering over.
That was weird because didn't you?
Where
think,
did you see they booed him?
No. Fox News got in well. That's what I heard. Like all the live.
I thought it was
feeds.
Taylor Swift that got
Taylor
booed.
Swift got booed. Every time they showed him on the screen, people went
But-
nuts, and it was weird.
I have a
No,
question.
maybe I'm getting that backwards then. Because like I said, I didn't watch it live.
A lot of
Just-
Philly fans.
Yeah. I got a question.
Question.
Yeah. The Trump, like, didn't you feel like I know they have to be very real quick when they show up to events like this and stuff, but I felt like that something might have triggered somebody because the way they dealt with him walking in was very odd. I thought, like, it was like, I know they're on a delay, right? And then there could be, I guess, latency issues too that provide time for certain places to probably cut stuff down if something was to happen, right? So I think it didn't flow right, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, is something happened or something? Did y'all notice that at all?
With Trump?
Yeah, just his appearance. Like, it was like, oh, there he is. It's like they came back from commercial and were like, some kind of commercial. Like,
That's
there he
kind of
is.
what they
and it's
did
like,
with all the celebrities, though. They just kind of cut to him real quick and went
Yeah.
off. And
Yeah.
cut
is that
to
because
him, and it
of
went-
the security? Kind of like when you don't know when the Blue Angels are actually going to take off at a air show,
I don't know. I mean,
just for security.
but he was
purposes?
gone.
They just-
From what I read, he was actually gone before halftime.
Oh, so he
walked
didn't even
out
see.
for-
He didn't even see any of the halftime
Yeah,
show.
someone posted that on X that everybody's
Surely
like
he
he
watched
was
it.
all a big middle finger to Trump while the whole halftime show, and some people reported that he was gone by halftime.
Hmm.
He was already out of there. But I don't know. What'd you think of the protester?
Oh, that was wild.
That's
Yeah.
fucking balls.
Yeah, that dude
He
went
got
out there.
far too.
Yeah, and he
man.
stayed out
Dude,
there
he's
for a
support-
while.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he
I was
was
part
one
of
of
the
the
show.
dancers.
I did too. He
I didn't know
blended
about
in.
And
this.
he had the flag on him and pulled it out, and then was out there.
Yeah,
And it was just like,
there was something about his setup. He blended in very well, and the way he ran and stuff. Like I guess he was going off around, like he was, going in little avenues where they were dancing too. So it kind of looked like it was
Yeah, it looked like
almost
he was part of-
choreography.
yeah, he was part of the choreography.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, this dude, these guys come out, and you're like, whoa.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
he's not supposed to be there. Okay, got
Yeah,
it. got
they
it.
didn't make much of it either at the time. They're just like, oh, there's someone. Yeah. Back to you, Bob. It's almost sensory overload watching it live these days for me. Like, I need the senior citizens Super Bowl where it slows down a whole bunch.
Does
and,
your
like,
ADHD go into hyperdrive or what?
Exactly. It's like going to Vegas when you walk down the street in Vegas, and there's just
Yeah.
or New York City, same thing. There's just so much stuff that draws my attention and there's a bunch of aural stuff, some ear stuff going on. I'm like, what is like? Oh, like because they always use the best technology as far as recording sound for these $1 million commercials, or even like, I wonder what the average was this season. They say on the commercials the average ad spent.
I thought it was. He can look it up because I'm reading into this about when Trump left. He did leave before halftime.
No.
MSN and the White
Had to
House
go
are saying
pee.
that he had to be back in Washington and needed to arrive around midnight, and that he left with his motorcade, departed just before 8 p.m., which was just before the halftime.
Okay, so in eight's. Wait a minute. Why does it say back then?
I
Never
don't
mind. AI's fucking up on me. I don't want an AI answer. Damn it. The fuck. Okay, well it says back then the average ticket price was $12. I was like, I didn't fucking ask that. And commercial cost was 40,000. Jump 50. Okay, so 2025 tickets now run $5.6 grand and then $8 million dollars for an average ad.
That is nuttier than squirrel turds.
Yeah.
man.
If you type it in, it came up really quick, faster than AI. 8 million.
That was the starter package.
8 million to get you going.
Wow. That's like about a 20-second spot or something.
30.
30
30
seconds. Man,
seconds.
that is nuts.
Hey, were you
Yeah, it
on?
is.
Were you in the chat last week when we were talking about or was that off mic? The situation about the World Cup and where someone has to sit.
Oh no, I talked about the World Cup.
Okay, yeah. So we can talk
The
about
cost?
that. Did we talk about that on the show? Or
The
was it-
offer I was given for World Cup tickets.
No,
yeah,
not that.
Oh,
where Jared's got to sit.
Oh yeah, Jerry doesn't get his suite.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, we did talk about that last week.
FIFA took it, and they shoved his.
I can't get over that.
The family suite is in the corner of his own stadium.
How do you let that go?
FIFA has taken over. I can't wait to see him remove AT&T off the stadium and all the logos and everything. That's crazy.
What are they going to do? Put tarps over it?
No, they're supposed to
No,
take
they're
the
gonna take it
letters
down.
down.
Yeah, they're taking him
How
down.
much is it
and then-
going to fucking cost? Jesus.
I have no idea, but they're
in the
taking it
mail.
down for the entire duration of the World Cup.
The World Cup.
Yeah.
Dang.
Holy shit. I feel sorry for
It's
you, Stubbs.
crazy.
Why?
Once that happens, well, because it's right
Why?
by you.
I
Traffic's
got
going to be
some-
bitch.
I got some Swiss girls that are gonna
Rent the house out.
Yeah, rent the house out. And they're
Wash his
freaking
balls.
hot.
Where are you and Manny going to stay?
In the same place.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those French things, man.
Did either of y'all notice that in racism was gone?
Yeah,
In the end zone?
was
What?
that a like game time decision? They decided to just take that out, or what?
They
Like,
talked
how did
about
that
it.
just come out of
They talked about it like a week beforehand that they were changing it to choose
Something-
love.
this? Just the slogan?
It says choose love.
I don't
And
know.
the
Is there really something wrong with end racism?
we've beat it. It's over.
The game, it's
It's
over.
done.
It's
Yeah,
over.
you don't have to-
Yeah.
Hey, when?
It's ended. It's ended. No, I don't. A lot of people are saying they did it because Trump was going to be in the building, but I think, I mean, how long have they had that in the end zones now? For about
It's been a
6
minute,
or 7
right?
years.
Like since did they start it before Floyd?
And usually they test out new things in the Super Bowl that's going to lead into like the
Next
next
season.
season or
Next
whatever.
season, yeah.
Like the Fox score card and all their graphics and everything. How crazy did that make y'all?
There's a lot of stuff that was making me crazy about the whole, even the pregame stuff, everything. There was like, what is going on here? Like,
It's a pinball machine.
it seems kind of like it's a hollow shell. Honestly, like I think
What do you mean
sometimes
it's a
I
hollow
think
shell?
I think
Yeah,
sometimes
Expand.
I think I will expand. I think sometimes I think that the 90s were the heyday for the Super Bowl, the 90s to the aughts. And after that, I think it fucking has all gone downhill. Like the whole event, like nobody gives a shit like they used to. Remember when just even if your team wasn't even in the Super Bowl, like it could be the freaking 49ers or something. But that whole weekend, you're just like, dude, I hope we got enough firewood. What if the power goes out or something? Da da da. We got to have a lot of snacks. So, like, it was a big party, like big deals. Everybody was doing something. The church people would go to church, and as soon as they left church, they'd get ready for their Super Bowl party and stuff. And now it's just like, oh, Super Bowl's on. Neat.
Well, here's the
Let
thing.
me go back to my AI.
Let me
world
rewind that
and-
because for the last like 3 years, I've tried to have Super Bowl parties and no one wants to fucking
that's
do anything.
that's another
no one
thing.
wants to
Yeah,
do it.
nobody wants to do
Nobody
it.
wants to hang out because they
Yeah.
all have excuses and
Yeah.
stuff. And you don't have to stay for the whole game. Let's
I
all
think-
just hang out and eat food together
know-
and enjoy each other's fellowship. But
You know what I directly
everybody
think
that I'm
affect
friends with is fucking assholes and doesn't want to hang out
He's
anymore.
talking to me, Dante.
Yeah, because I'm like
Hey,
looking for the invites.
hey,
I've known you for more than
but-
3 years.
Or
You know
goes to
what?
the presidential
You know when all
library.
that shit
BPL
started,
parties,
though?
yeah.
I think
What?
all that shit started during COVID. I think when
It could've
COVID
been.
happened, that's when people fucking all of a sudden stopped making a big deal because you couldn't really. It was
This year, I
frowned
didn't
upon
even
and-
ask anybody. I was like, fuck it. No one wants to do
That's
anything,
the-
so why do it?
It was
And
funny because
I
I told.
sat around nude.
It was funny because I almost came over while you were sitting around nude because I told Mandy, I was like, man, because everybody like we were done by the middle of the second quarter. Everybody left and stuff from where our house, and we didn't have a party.
Oh, you had a party.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
I
a
didn't get
party.
an invite to that. Did you get an invite?
It was not a party. This was just
Oh.
some family
Oh.
that stopped over.
Oh.
Okay.
This was just family that stopped over. It wasn't a party.
Hmm.
But everybody bounced out and went to bed and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I bet I could go over to Dustin and Susie's. They're probably having a Super Bowl party, and it's just now halftime, and I can still hang out.
Sure
and
did.
shoot the shit.
We hung out. Yeah.
So you weren't
Yeah.
naked, or
No, I
you
wasn't
did
naked.
hang out naked.
Well, that's how I was hanging out.
But I think that's a product. I think people don't like getting out as much, and for that event for the Super Bowl. Also the word's gotten out about how dangerous it is driving. Did you see Alex Jones? What he was posting
No.
the night after the Super Bowl?
Who gives a shit what he says?
He like
He's an
had two of these
American
big freaking gnarly
staple.
car wrecks. Like had to get out and try to help people and stuff.
Oh man.
And he was like, there are people driving like psychos down here because they've been overserved. I mean, it's
Well, that
the
happens.
worst time
Like-
to ever drive. And
Like-
then COVID.
And it's cold and
killed
it's
it.
icy, like
As
Javier
Dante's
said.
about to down whiskey.
That's
Oh,
how you
no, I
get
was
drunk.
Looking at the stormtrooper thing.
That's how you drive around drunk, like when the Super Bowl was here. Because you just said you were slipping on the ice, and the ice was making you slide over the road while you're driving drunk. No, I know a lot of people that still have parties, though. Like,
Yeah.
everybody at work at parties.
I just think that the
But it was
younger kids
awesome.
aren't into it like we were.
It was awesome walking into work the next morning and listening to all these
The hangover stories.
No,
Or
all these hillbilly rednecks going. I didn't get the halftime show. That was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in
I
my
just
life.
don't get it, man.
Man, my
don't
timeline
know.
was filled, man. I'm telling you, it was very like black and white, no pun intended. It was like, I mean, that was the worst halftime show ever. It was worst, and then it was like that halftime show was amazing. And I'm thinking, like, had that been, I don't know, Paul McCartney or somebody out there, it would have been the best show ever, you know. And that's why I was just like, that's
Although
wild.
the best halftime show ever is Prince. Fight me on it.
No, you're correct.
I
Prince is
loved
the
his
best ever.
halftime show.
Prince
It's fucking awesome.
Prince
was
the best halftime
and
show
the
ever.
the Jackson.
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson?
No.
Now,
Oh,
Prince, Justin
Nipplegate?
Timberlake, Nipplegate. That was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
no. But the year Prince performed, right? Was that the year he was playing the guitar with his cymbal as the guitar?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was raining.
And it was
yeah.
raining.
And he went on with it, and there's a whole
That was what,
documentary backstory
2007
about
or
that,
8, I think?
about everybody all the crew talking about
Maybe 9.
that show, and how they were so worried about the rain and the lightning and everything,
Yeah.
and he was just like, "Nope, we're doing it. We're
It's like,
going.
We'll do it live.
We'll fuck it.
do
We'll
live."
do it live." And I watched another documentary about Michael Jackson,
Mm.
his with the sunglasses and everything.
Yep.
And how he just stood there forever.
It
Now
was like
he got
2-3
burnt.
minutes, right?
And
He
the
just-
director was like, "Come on, come on,
Yeah.
come on!" And
What-
he's like one of the only ones that has gotten away with
Didn't
breaking
he get,
NFL rules.
Didn't he get burned when he was filming the commercial
The
for
Pepsi commercial.
Pepsi.
Yeah, it was a
for the
Pepsi
Super
commercial.
Bowl?
That was
Yeah.
1984, yeah.
Was it for the Super Bowl?
I don't know if
Or
it was
did
a
I just
Super Bowl
combine
commercial.
two things?
Speaking of commercials, one of them worked on me because I immediately jumped on.
Hang on.
I immediately jumped
Liquid
on
Death.
Amazon and ordered boxes of these. The
I-
new Liquid Death, the root beer, and the cola.
I didn't know
Is that
they
good?
did root beer now.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
have to try that.
I think
It's
I'll
pretty
get one
awesome.
on QT on the way home. Product placement.
Is there any in the fridge?
Not sponsored by Liquid
I
Death.
think this was it. Yeah.
We got we get our sponsorships pulled.
So, well, speaking of
Like-
sponsorship,
Uh-oh. Let me get ready.
Oh,
Hang
here
on.
we go.
let's.
Man,
These are so fun to watch.
Are you living in a house that feels more like a
This is
prison
the-
cell? Are you tired of your lame neighbors with their boring vinyl siding and sad above ground pools?
well, it's time to level up your life with me, Matt Stubbs at Peak Point Real Estate. Whether you want a luxury mansion with a private moat or a penthouse with helicopter parking, I'll find it for you.
Helicopter barking? Are you serious right now?
Dead serious. I specialize in homes for people who dream big and live even bigger. I think it's larger.
Need a house with 10 bedrooms and only one
AI.
bathroom for maximum chaos? Done. Looking for a backyard big enough for a monster truck rally? Matt's got the keys.
Monster trucks and chaos.
Think you're
This man's selling adventure, not just real estate.
Jeez.
think your dream home doesn't exist? Wrong. I'll find it or build it myself.
Matt Stubbs isn't just a realtor. He's a lifestyle architect, a luxury aficionado, and the guy who will make sure your housewarming party makes the front page.
Call him now, people. Don't let your dreams slip away like your New Year's resolutions.
Call me Matt Stubbs at Peak Point Real Estate because life's too short for boring houses.
And in 3, 2, 1, Matt
stood
at
Peak
Peak
Point,
Point, the peak
Pay
of luxury, and the point of no return.
That was a little long, wasn't it?
I did.
The ending. I think we should have
We'll
sped
patch
up
that
the
up in
ending a little
post,
bit.
right?
Yeah.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, let's.
We'll do it next time.
I prefer an
lives-
actual harmony next time. At
We're
least
doing
tell
it
me what
live.
fucking key it's in.
These live spots are getting tough, man.
Wow.
You don't want a freaking
Yeah.
quartet.
Javier talks about the purple, the Prince and the Purple Rain while it was raining and everything. In I think it's Dave Grohl's book, he talks about being at a party and just hanging out with some friends while the Super Bowl's on
Is
the
that when
background.
he met her?
And he all of a sudden starts hearing them play.
Did he meet her that night?
Prince play a Foo Fighters song out of nowhere
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was the best of you.
in the middle of the Best of You, and was like, "What the hell? Prince is playing one of our songs." Can you imagine that? Like you,
Man, that's awesome.
Prince just starts ripping out the piece of your song in the middle of the Super Bowl.
Was she there?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Might have been there.
So anything else? Super Bowl ended.
Man, the commercials were lame too. I thought a lot of them were silly. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, like the F1 commercial, I wanted more of stuff like that, and
Which
less
was
of,
nothing. If you've been watching F1, you've already
Yeah.
seen all that. So this was for the other crowd that isn't an F1 crowd, because I
Yeah.
already seen that trailer. It's like, okay, neat.
the mouth breathers haven't seen it yet.
When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, that was a good
Oh,
one.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I
like that.
saw that one too.
Did you sit in the chair with us, or was that when
The love
I just
Swing?
went with Jeremy when we went to the restaurant and sat down?
What?
We went to that restaurant in New York. It's Cat's Deli.
Yes, yeah, we went to Cats.
Yeah, couldn't remember if you were there or not.
Yeah.
And the table, there's a big
That one
sign that
wasn't
says,
there.
"This is the table."
Oh, nice.
Yes,
From
I
the-
remember
yeah.
that. I remember that.
Okay.
What was the highest rated commercial? Which one was the winner? Did they say
I
who
think,
won it?
Let me see. But the Harrison Ford one was way up there.
I think.
The Jeep one.
Yeah. It's
I didn't see
cheesy.
that one.
Freaking cheesy.
I'm just reading Javier's comment.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
Oh, you want me to read it?
Sure. Oh, yeah. If it's readable, I guess. We don't censor our chat room,
Oh,
ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen. Sorry.
Sydney Sweeney does
Oh,
have
yes.
them big naturals, and they cut her out of the one that they play normally now.
Yeah.
There's some where she's in it, and there's some where she's out.
Hmm.
All right, you want Billboard's ranking of the 10 best commercials?
You can just give us the top 5, man. Right? Or y'all want to rip
Pringles
the whole
with the
10?
mustaches was 10.
It's all right. I like the dude's eyebrows though. That was fun.
When Harry Met Sally, Hellman's was number 8.
That was a good commercial.
7, Booking.com with the Muppets,
Out just because I'm sick of Booking.com.
I missed that one.
and I'm tired of Muppets and puppets.
But not Skip.
The Fast and Furious Haagen-Dazs was number 5.
I feel like you should have brought Skip over tonight to hang
Where
out
they
with
slowed
Dante.
down. That one was dumb.
Skip would have been live tonight telling fake fortunes, so I did it last night with him instead.
The Mountain Dew Baja Blast was number 4 with Seal as a Seal.
That was a good one.
I don't think I
like
saw
I
that
did
one.
see that. That was hilarious.
I thought I was on drugs.
The
I thought it was a joke
I
at
think the
first,
most
but-
uncomfortable one was the cowboy hat that was made of flesh. That was so weird. Like
I
the
didn't
whole
see that one.
commercial, you're like, what is going on here?
Number 3 was Matthew McConaughey in the
It's like-
conspiracy theory,
Yeah,
which
that,
I think that's hilarious. That,
that
one's
was
just
kinda
great
funny.
about
Yeah.
food.
and the people that cameoed that were in it. Too.
I
That
don't
was
think I
cool.
watched this, but Aubrey Plaza was in the Ritz commercial.
Mhm.
That was number 2.
She's my woman.
I missed
so-
that.
That one.
And she's available now too. That's weird.
You like her? Well, she lost her
She's got that RBF.
husband to death.
I know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Really?
It's terrible.
And number 1 was the
I don't-
Dunkin'.
Why did you say it like that, man?
The Dunkin' Donuts one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with Ben
Dunkin's
Affleck.
trash.
Was that the?
it is. It's
Where
gone
they're
downhill
at like
too,
a,
hasn't it? It's like gotten worse.
They're doing a movie and they're at like a Comic Con or whatever.
Oh right, and then
And in the background, you see Jay and Silent Bob, and then
Yeah.
there's another commercial with Jay and Silent Bob wanting their stuff signed.
It was funny because I was like, "There's Jay and Silent Bob," and everybody in the room was just like, "Huh? Who's that?" I'm like, "Get out!
Shut up!
Out! Party's over! Everybody out! We're done."
So another thing I've been geeking out with our friend from our soccer chat, Jason, that we've mentioned quite a few times, is he brought it to my attention that Santorini's about to disappear.
Yeah, you sent that text the other day.
Santorini.
It's like going through some serious earthquakes right now, right?
They've had like 1,000 earthquakes since the middle of January, and they've evacuated Santorini.
Dang.
So if you wanted to go have
Some Mexican
control of a
toast.
full island, you could right now. But yeah, a lot of the animals and stuff are left behind, but they keep having these massive earthquakes, and they think that they're afraid because that whole area is a volcano. You
I
know,
won't
the whole
go to Santorini. Sorry, bad joke.
I mean,
anyway, the whole thing is a big caldera, and the middle of it is a little island with a church, and you can take a boat out there and stuff, and it's a venting volcano. It vents all the time. I swam in the vent, like you can.
Wow.
It's heated water.
Shit.
But they are afraid that one of these giant earthquakes is gonna rub it the wrong way, and it's gonna blow, and that entire
You're saying it's a grinder?
caldera is gonna.
Like he's a grinder. Something's gonna rub it the wrong way and sploosh.
So keep your eyes on Santorini, and if you've never been, sorry, you had your chance. You should have gone. You'll just have to get on Mykonos or whatever the hell
I
it is.
feel like
that
science
Lindsay Lohan
keeps
is.
exposing
Or
all
Cyprus.
these potential end of Earth scenarios now that it's gotten smart. It's like, oh, and you also got to worry about this. Did you see that?
We're gonna
meteor?
wipe out half of Greece.
There's a meteor headed towards us that's like keep
The size of Statue of Liberty.
yeah, and it keeps going up in percentage. Like at first it was like, well, it's a
I heard about this too.
like a 0.5%. Now it's like over 2%. You're like, well, okay,
2%'s what I heard last.
let's calm down here. And then by the end of the weekend, it was 2.78%. I'm like, what's time out?
It's 2032.
Let's think about these things.
We got time to do stuff.
but still, I don't know. I don't like it.
If you knew a
According to
meteor,
what, the buying
a
calendar?
meteor was
I'm
going
gonna
to
talk to.
hit.
I need to talk to management about it.
If you knew a meteor was going to hit the Earth for sure, somewhere on the Earth, it wasn't going to hit like the United States. Because right now, this one where they're showing it's going to hit is not going to hit. It'll hit somewhere in the ocean or Africa, and over in India. But if you knew that was going to happen, and you had a year, what would you do?
Dig.
You have 1 year.
Dig.
And build a bunker? Is that what you're saying?
Traveling.
Oh, did I tell you that? Yeah, build a bunker, basically. Dig and build a bunker. Did I tell you I got back on
That's what I
Silo?
do.
No.
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah.
I got back on it, man. Oh, is there not going to be another season?
No, I
there
finished
is.
this season.
Season 2's done. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm about to finish it.
I've only watched a little bit of it.
I fell off.
Freaking
And then
great.
it's like all of a sudden the second season I started watching it. I was like, damn, this is getting pretty good.
I
And
keep
it
on
just keeps
starting
getting
these
better.
great shows on Apple
It's very
TV. and
slow,
only watch
though.
a couple episodes and then I stop, move on to something else.
For 1 week.
Except Ted Lasso. I finished that.
I don't know, man. I'd probably do the same, travel and actually. You said 1 year. Wait, no, you
You
said
got
a
1
year, right?
year.
1 year.
You got enough money to build a bunker?
I don't know.
They're
I would
not
still,
fucking cheap.
I would still try to figure out a way to survive somehow. Like that's just in my DNA. I think I would try to fight something. Like I'd need something to fight.
The thing
So
you're gonna
I'd
have to worry
probably
about
do
is the
the
ash
bunker.
cloud.
Yeah.
It's gonna cover the Earth and put it into a some type of freeze.
Well, see,
So
the
you gotta
thing that's
figure out.
funny.
You gotta have an underground
Mhm.
hydroponic
There's a lot to
growth
There's a
thing,
whole
so you
lot
have
to it.
food.
Yeah, there's a whole lot to it.
Yeah.
Because and that's the thing that's funny is everybody's the craze in real estate right now for rich people is to look at some of these missile silos and these places and make custom
For
homes that
rich
are-
people, I'm looking
rich-
at them.
Well, yeah. The thing is, though, if
There's
you,
an Atlas missile
if
site
we were to
just
have
west
a,
of here I
if we were
want.
to have a nuclear holocaust, though, you would you'd be there forever. You would die down there because they say it's going to be 500 years before you can even think about coming out of shelter if you take shelter in the
Okay, so
the whole
that
world's
happens.
destroyed by a nuclear war.
Would you guys want to extend your life a few more years living in
And hanging
a
out with people
bunker
in a
where you
bunker?
can't do anything, or would you just be like, just get it over with?
Man, I would hope someone would hit Control
don't
Alt
know.
Delete by then, like, and just reset the game.
Wash,
We'd be
rinse,
in the next
repeat.
reality.
We start.
We start our next dimension and next
We're
reality.
back to sticking stones.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Trying it again. Trying to experiment again.
I took.
Couldn't charge my
What?
my Apple Watch. It pissed me off.
man, get my steps today.
Does
damn
Back,
it.
back to the Blackberries, man.
That was a deep cut I made.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like. I'd want to travel. I'd want to see some things, but it's the cloud you got to worry about. I think you could build out something that, just get you a bunch of gas, have your generator, you can have your freezer, you kill a bunch
Also,
of deer.
Do they really know to? Because the Earth is gonna repair itself pretty quick. Like once humans, the cancer's taken off of the Earth, the planet tends to right itself pretty quickly. So they don't have any idea if it'll be like it could be just, I don't know, 500 days.
It could be.
They just because of the way that what would happen and how the toxicity of the whole human element being gone. Like it's a very dark conversation, huh?
It is.
Well, I mean, you brought up the asteroid coming. I got to figure out. We have till 2032. So
This
that's
is when we
plenty of
should have
time
done
to
the
build a
last
bunker.
ad piece.
Yeah. Are you ready for?
Yeah.
We'll do that here in a minute. All right. So
Yellow Rose, let me tell you.
before we get into anger sports, I have one other thing that
sports
that has fascinated me that I've dove into. I haven't bought any yet, but have you seen the Cardsmith's currency card trading card thing?
No. What's this?
There's a whole subreddit for it, but these are.
Is this the when they? You're not talking about the one where they're dirt like they take the image, they have the card and they cross out stuff and make it say something else.
No.
The Instagram.
These are real collectible cards. They're super rare.
Oh, we're being.
You
real.
can only get them in small packs. They're on their Series 4 now.
They have gum in them.
I have no idea, but you go and you buy a pack is $20, $25. There's 5 cards in it, and they all have to do. They're numbered. They're either little works of art or they have to do with famous figures that have helped build the currency system we're in right now, the banking system, all that. There's holograms, holofoils, all this stuff. And the cards are going for like $100 at minimum each on the trading sites. There are some that go up to $700, $800. There are some that go for several thousand. But you have a chance to get a scratchable card mixed in there that has some form of crypto on it. Well,
But they don't say what.
you scratch it and it'll tell you. And the possibility of what you can get is either 0.1, 0.25, 0.5, or 1 of a Bitcoin, Ethereum, and something else. The Doge ain't on there because it's so low, but it's all the high-end stuff. And I know someone that has pulled a couple of 0.1s and a 1.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He bought several of the boxes because you can buy them in either a single pack of 5 cards or a 5-pack of 5 cards that is a box. And the only place they sell them right now is GameStop. Amazon has them, but it's kind of weird. But you go to GameStop, you buy them, and he goes and he buys like the box. They're about $100 for the box, and he buys 4 or 5 boxes at a time. And he has pulled all this crypto out of it, and he finally got him He said he has spent about $1,200, but he got a full Bitcoin out of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a return on his investment. That's for damn sure.
So it's freaking weird. I want to go get a pack just to see. I want to feel them. Like I said, you can go on the subreddit and see them, and all these people sharing their stories of what they found and what they're selling and trading and stuff. But I want to go and see and feel them. But this is their 4th series. They're super limited. They don't put that many out there, and people go nuts over them, or at least the people that know about them.
Yeah, I think I could spare $1,200 to make $97,000.
Yeah, get a full crypto.
Right.
Jeez.
Huh. What? For a bit, I was getting free Bitcoin from the Cash App, and I got $10 worth. Now that's what. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. $200 or something. Yeah. It's super interesting. This whole like if you go in there, you will fall into a trap and be like, these are badass, and you see everybody talking about, I need this Banksy one, and that's I want the full rainbow of Banksy. I want this this Elon Musk one. I want this, this super crazy Onyx color foil of, I don't know, an
Thought you were
emerald or
talking
something.
about
It's crazy.
Onyx
it's
is
like, you're
heavyweight
like,
and still
"What?"
undisputed.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was talking about.
Yeah,
He
go
took the
dive
words
into
right out of
that.
my mouth.
All right, so the other sports issue we have is this stupid other fucking team in Dallas that I'm done with. After this week and after what happened on Sunday night, was that when it happened? Or Monday night? One of them.
I thought it was last night.
I'm done with this fucking team. Screw them. I don't give a fuck if I ever go over there and shoot them again or do any work for them again. I don't give a fuck.
My name is
I'm good
Luca.
friends with the PR girl that put out the PR.
I live on the second floor.
The press release.
Yeah.
That was put out about the fan being ejected just for.
It's insane, man.
Oh yeah,
Fucking-
I saw that. The dude or he made
I
a
don't-
comment about the.
Yeah.
owner
He
or
was
something.
yelling, and Mark Cuban got up and got tired of him yelling. He was yelling all sorts of stuff. He was yelling "Fire Nico" during free throws and stuff when you're supposed to be quiet. He was like 10 or 15 rows behind Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban finally stood up and told him to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Several times.
So yeah,
Like, and it wasn't
and
friendly.
then he called
it wasn't
for
friendly
security.
chatting. Like, he wasn't.
And
being
apparently,
cool
all the news reports and everywhere this guy's been, it's like, I wasn't cussing. I didn't break any code of conduct with the NBA. I was just expressing myself, yelling and chanting like you normally would at a game for anything. It was just negative. It wasn't positive.
It's
like,
purely retaliatory.
And so Cuban got pissed, called in security, and said they got this guy out. You know, there's all sorts of police footage of it and everything because he was rolling his camera.
There was a
And-
lot of cameras being rolled.
yeah,
I
a lot of
think.
cameras being rolled. It's just, this is a PR nightmare, and it makes this team look like even more clowns. Like, this new management, everybody involved. I know Cuban's pissed. I don't know if you've heard the audio of him with Bill Gates.
What? No, I didn't know about this.
He sat down with Bill Gates, and I can find it real quick, but he asked Bill Gates, you know, what if you sold the company to someone or gave majority share of your company to someone, and they went and sold Microsoft 11 to another company, and in return you got Microsoft 10. You know, how would that make you feel? And everybody's laughing and everything, and everybody's like, they get what's going on. And like Bill Gates is like, well, I probably wouldn't go out in public for a while.
There's a lot of
Mark
people.
Cuban's-
Wasn't there
That's what I wanna
several cases of things busting out there? Wasn't there? Like, there
Well,
was
they had
a lot of
no
protests.
one's allowed to wear anything that says anything derogatory about the team, the management, the
bitch-ass
ownership,
move.
nothing.
That's
That's-
wild.
You
That's a
can't go out there
bitch-ass
with any
move, dude.
protests, like the shirts that
That's
say
the
"Fire
difference
Nico."
between
You can't
Philadelphia
have.
and here, man.
You can't, like, you should see some of the shirts at the Dallas game. I've
Mhm.
never seen. I mean, they let people in at Cowboy games that just say "fuck the Cowboys."
Yeah. They
Like,
don't.
just
They
straight
don't
up.
shy away
Hmm.
from the
No.
from the hate.
Yeah, they don't, and security doesn't stop the people. Security sees people walking around with them, and no big deal.
That's a serious bad look for the Mavericks.
This is a PR nightmare, and if you're gonna censor someone for expressing themselves at the game, now if he's drunk and disorderly and going nuts and
Mhm.
trying to start fights, that's a different story. But if you're stopping people from going in from wearing shirts that say whatever, that are making fun of this super shitty trade that no one in the entire U.S. understands, like how this went down or agrees with it, or like, well, I guess L.A., all of L.A., all the Lakers
Or
fans
why it
agree with
happened, man.
Yeah,
Or why the
You know,
fuck
they
it
love
even why it even happened.
why it even happened. Your previous owner doesn't even understand how the fuck this happened. You know, Mark Cuban was out of the loop on how this happened. So I don't know.
Watch,
you,
they're gonna
you
put a
should
Netflix
what
series out
should have
about
done.
this, man.
Yeah, what should have done if they were smart, and this is the same shit I say about all the Trump bullshit. Just let it roll. Don't talk about it. Don't publicize it. Don't do anything. Just let it happen. And let the people get it out of their system. A week later, you go back to business as normal because everybody's tired,
Mhm.
or the news cycle has moved on, or something, you know. bigger has come up.
I don't understand why his PR people aren't like. I don't think they've handled much very well. Like his whole PR group, like that protects him. I guess I'm sure he pays someone for that to keep his public image nice. Has been a complete failure because this is getting to the point. I know there's going to be a bunch of Midwestern fucks that have annoying voices that are going to get pissed by this, but I think it's personally it's headed towards the dog pound type shit in Cleveland and the Browns fans. Like this is getting fucking disgusting, man.
Well,
I've been so done with this guy. It sucks that I was right about him being a chump, but now it's like fucking.
But now what do you say? Like,
I just want him to be gone from the organization completely, which I know I don't control that, and I want the Mavericks to either just go. If this is how it's going to be from now on, is just a joke of a organization. Just go ahead and go to Vegas, man. Fucking get the fuck out of here. You know,
which won't happen.
I'm an LA fan anyway because of Kobe, and I've always had I love. It's not just that Luka's there.
Yeah.
The Mavericks and Mark Cuban have pushed me out the door for the last 2 or 3 years, and it sucks that everybody else is seeing this kind of behavior now. It's like
I'm just done. I'm done with the NBA.
I can see where it's a shock for some people.
I don't give a fuck about the NBA. Period. I'm done. I'm done with
the whole league.
I'm done with the whole league. I don't give a shit. I got too much other stuff I care about, want to watch. There's too many other leagues I care about. There's too many other sports I care about. I don't give a fuck about the NBA.
Just don't become a Spurs fan.
I'm not becoming any fan. I've thought about it. Last week we talked about, what fan should I become, and I joked about being a Thunder fan just to be an asshole. But
Supersonics,
I don't give a fuck about the NBA. I don't give a shit if the Mavericks rolled in here with this new lineup. If AD was perfect, and they could roll in here and they rolled off, 3 championships in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck anymore.
I don't either.
What you did to your fan base and how you're treating them right now. Fuck you, Mark Cuban. You're a dipshit. Everything's coming out that you're the dumbest motherfucker in the world. You're not that smart. You're lucky. You're lucky. That's all you are. That's all you've ever been. And that's all anyone has ever said that's been around you and that knows you.
I don't know, man. It's a fucking joke, dude.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
The whole thing.
I feel bad
fuck
for
it. And the only thing that's hilarious about this is that he gets to see what he took decades building up
disintegrate
right in front of his face, and he has third row seats for it.
Yeah, true.
Just to watch it all melt. And he can't do a goddamn thing because the people he gave the money to, because he wanted the money, he was greedy, wanted to sell out, and they offered him a whole bunch of money. He's like, oh yeah, I'm out.
Their official TikTok page lost over half of their subscribers after that.
Their Twitter page lost 800,000 people.
Yeah. Their TikTok page lost over 1 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people in that front office that work there. Sorry, guys. Fuck off. I don't give a shit about y'all either. It'd be funny if all y'all lost y'all's jobs because...
I don't want anyone to lose their jobs, but fucking... I mean...
They decide to move somewhere else, or the bitch in charge that owns it is just like, yeah, I'm going to close this thing up.
Going to Vegas.
Is that a possibility? I mean, has that been talked about? I don't follow.
Apparently, there's a rule in the NBA that the Dallas franchise can never be moved.
Okay.
The money can buy things.
You talked about that last week, I remember.
They work, they own casinos, and casinos never run out of money. And they have more money than... ridiculous. The amount they gave Cuban was stupid. So, and he said he didn't want his kids to go through what he went through with the team. And
well, he just set us up for it. He just he might not have known what was going on with this trade, but his fucking hands off just set our organization up for that. So it's funny that he would even make that comment.
He also made a comment that he never thought he would have to make it clear to the new ownership that he would never trade Luka ever. That Lucas is part of this town and part of the city, but he figured that they would know, and so he never said anything in the dealings to never trade him.
Wow. It was just understood, right?
They should understand, but these are people that have never owned a sports franchise ever. And So yeah, fuck the Mavericks. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck NBA. I'm out. I'm done. You want to come here and talk NBA? You want to talk Lakers? Go for it. I'm gonna just sit here and be like, I don't give a shit.
Give me one of them edibles.
You know what's cool as shit though?
What?
First week Luca's there. Here's you $500,000 to the fire relief.
Yeah.
You know what else is cool?
He's gonna fit in, and they're gonna fucking dominate.
The entire arena was full of Luca jerseys. Luca 77 Laker jerseys for all the fans.
That's awesome.
Was there AD jerseys here? Since this was considered the greatest trade of all time.
Well,
and the smartest.
I don't even know if he played the whole game.
Didn't he get
He's
hurt?
already out.
In the third,
he's already
right?
out
Third
probably
or
for the
fourth?
season.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it was late
here's
in the
this
game.
bullshit.
It was late in the game when
was
AD
late.
got injured.
Yeah. Like Javier says here, they won't boot a guy with an Israeli flag, but they'll be quick with a Palestinian, Chinese, or Taiwan flag.
Wow.
Or
Where's the line?
And we're supposed to give a shout out. I don't know. What do you
Or
say?
you can't say anything bad about the Mavericks either. Apparently, so you get thrown out because of that.
He's got a buddy
So
that was
if-
an assistant
talk
coach
about the
with the
Luka
Dallas
trade.
Wings. Javier had a buddy, Zach Brunkic, who was an assistant coach with the Dallas Wings,
Yeah.
and he's now an assistant with the LA Sparks. So we're giving you a shout out. Here's your
Shout out.
Hi, yo, what's up?
Yeah, I'm trying to get out to see the Wings play, but
You know-
someone won't go with me.
You got to walk 3 blocks. I'll go with you.
Let's do it, man. I'm
the
telling
game,
you, dude.
the league
and-
hasn't
and I
even
wanna
started yet.
I know. Last season, I begged. I was like, "Let's do this, man. This would be cool." And it's
I want
probably
to see them. Do they still play in the
we'd probably
auditorium?
be the only podcast that would even cover them, man.
You know,
We'd do them right.
I've been to one
Who's
of the
it again?
games.
Who's it again?
I'm talking about the show. Become the
Oh,
the sponsoring podcast of the team. Get them in here and interview them. But you know what? They'd go through our shit and be like, "These guys are just gonna."
But
be
you know how you get
clowns, man.
a sponsorship like that, don't you?
Suck a lot of dick.
Nope.
Hey, yo.
Oh, here we go.
Naughty Knuckles, guys. Naughty Knuckles.
Hang on.
Oh, it's his time to shine.
Oh my God. It's you two, so y'all be ready. I'm not on this one.
I don't understand this one either.
Hang on. I gotta scroll through my script.
Naughty Knuckles? Is that
Okay,
a
here we
logo?
go.
Advertisers are going to be pissed about this one.
Come on.
Get it together.
Are you tired of boring content on your socials? Want to add some personality to your posts? It's time to slip your hand into something more comfortable with Naughty Knuckles, your #1 source for X-rated felt puppets.
Naughty Knuckles, the only hand puppet company dedicated to bringing your wildest scenes to life. The Sesame Street, but after dark.
These aren't your grandma's sock puppets. We're talking fully customizable, anatomically correct felt friends ready to turn your social media into a late-night freak show.
Want to reenact that awkward Tinder date? Or maybe stage your own very own filthy shades of felt? Right?
Are your eyes working?
No. No.
You want me to read your part?
We've got puppets for that.
Each puppet is handcrafted for maximum realism and creative expression. From Sassy Sally to Thirsty Theo, you'll find the perfect partner for your puppet fantasies.
Vigaroon.
And yes, they come with accessories, for storytelling purposes.
So, whether you're spicing up your Instagram stories, traumatizing your friends on TikTok, or just living your best life on OnlyFans, Naughty Knuckles has a felt freak for every occasion.
Naughty Knuckles, because the best stories are told with your hand up something's, well, you get the idea.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
I am too, man. This is so bad.
Oh. Well, you gotta. If we got more donations, we wouldn't have to do ads like these.
I like the ads.
I can tell.
I like the Naughty Knuckles. But
Naughty
dude,
Knuckles
Thomas,
ads.
you're supposed to be like, I don't know if you're looking at your stage notes, but I wanted to hear sultry Thomas.
Yeah, we didn't have sultry.
Out of
What
control
does-
Thomas?
What does sultry Thomas sound like?
Or out of control Matt?
Oh, wait, that was
Oh,
out of
that's
control
supposed
Stubbs.
Serious and deep Thomas?
Yeah, how does this sound?
Deep.
Do the line serious
it
and
deep.
deep.
Okay.
Do it deep.
Each puppet is handcrafted for maximum
Now
realism
I'm creeped out.
and creative expression. From Sassy Sally to Thirsty Theo, you'll find the perfect partner for your puppet fantasies.
Have you ever walked up behind
Yes,
someone and gone,
They come with accessories.
today I control you?
Storytelling purposes.
Matt didn't hear me. He's in his own world.
Did you hear it?
I heard him.
Did you hear the next line? I did it in character.
I did, but did you hear what I asked him?
About the
Does he ever walk up behind someone and go, "Today I control you.
tomorrow, not so much, but today I control you.
Today I control you."
I got 10 of those in my den.
What's that?
Puppets?
Knuckles? Felt Knuckles? Knuckles?
No.
Oh. Naughty Knuckles?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Does Naughty Knuckles make a felt fleshlight?
You didn't do mysterious and playful either, man.
Mysterious
Thomas.
and playful.
Yeah, do that one. And I'll do super hype.
Did it give you a rug burn?
Ugh.
I don't know. I tried.
I don't know if we're supposed to be talking
You
about
tried what?
This is why we're off of the BBC, man.
Tired of boring and content on your socials? Want to add some personality to your posts?
We don't have to reread it.
I don't hear mystery.
No, he asked if I would.
I want to hear some mysterious too, man.
Okay,
Not
it's
just
in the
playful.
can. Let's move on.
Yes, golly. Sheesh.
We're running an award-winning media firm here, Thomas.
We are.
Okay.
We're gonna have to give their $300 back. Good God, that was awful.
We that's strike two, man. We've had two fastballs just get right past us, haven't we?
Dante, do you have an NBA team? Do you watch?
Dante, are you ever going to come back
basketball?
on this show?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
He's like, it's such a circus.
Yep, with your long johns.
What about new metal bands? Do you have a favorite new metal band?
You know what? Actually,
Let's see here.
You actually had one in mind.
Because this will end the show out with. I was going to talk about Hands Up by the Wall, but we'll wait.
Okay, so I found this. Wait, this isn't it. Hang on.
Best hair out.
I found this band.
Non-hair metal band.
Let me see if I can find it. I keep adding stuff to my my library, and I wouldn't say they're metal, but it's a group called the Blue Stones. I think they're from Canada.
Huh.
And there's a song called Your Mouth. I don't think I can
Just
play it on
kidding.
here because of copyright, but
Yeah.
it was I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Are you still listening to Russian hip hop, or have you stopped because of Ukraine?
Yeah, the Russian drum and bass and Russian hip hop is
That
it's
crazy
out of the
stuff we're
library,
listening-
man.
You're not
I
listening
think
anymore?
Apple may have pulled it too. You know, now that I think about it.
Oh, really?
They might have.
I haven't
pulled it.
gone and looked.
Like
I'll have to
all
check.
Russian artists.
But I was like, this is
That'd be
freaking
crazy.
badass.
You know the specs by my house. So I used to drink this this Russian vodka called Hammer and Sickle, and it was imported from Russia.
I've had it.
And the specs by my house, they stopped carrying it when all that Ukraine stuff went down. They just said, nope,
Oh,
we're not
seriously?
carrying it anymore.
Damn.
It's like, wow.
Let's be mad at the government, not the people that are just trying to live. And, you know,
Yeah, like
there
they
are
don't-
people over there that are trying to live their life like normal and that are probably like, we don't want you to invade Ukraine. Much like we didn't want our president to invade Iraq.
right.
I don't know, but
They probably wonder why the hell we're there.
F1 was quick and like they did it quick and were like not playing around.
And
Like,
fired their
we're done.
Russian driver because
Yeah.
he said
That was
something.
a badass track too, man.
In Sochi?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but he said some bad shit.
He did.
In
He
that
shouldn't have
part
said
of
it. It
Russia,
was-
no one's dying.
Right.
Isn't
He shouldn't have said it.
Isn't that similar to what they did to Chelsea's ownership too? The previous owner, he was like he had Russian ties to
Got
the
rid of
government
him.
or something. They made him sell the club.
He was an oligarch, right?
Yeah,
Had a whole bunch of money and had a bunch of ties.
Oligarch.
and- yeah.
and they made him. They were like, "Yeah, you got to sell the club, man." Now some American
Ground
guy
police.
owns them.
Well, here's a list because people love lists of 50 of the best new metal albums of all time. And I'm just gonna we're not gonna go through all 50, but I'm just skip around. But number 50 I thought was great was Crazy Town.
Crazy.
Come on, lady.
Come, my
Rest
lady.
in peace, Seth Bensler.
Oh no, what happened?
Number 48.
He died. Drug overdose.
No way.
Number 48, Head PE. We have connections to that.
Yeah,
I saw them twice.
Yeah, I saw them at Trees
2
2 times.
Power Man 5000. Tonight the Stars
Now,
Revolt at
is that-
43.
Turn me on, Mr. Down.
No, that's Union Underground.
That's you.
Oh, okay.
Number
When worlds
40,
collide.
Korn, Untouchables.
There we go.
Man,
They're
Life is
down
Peachy's
there, man.
my
I thought they
favorite
would
album
be
by them.
higher up.
39, Dope, Felons and Revolutionaries. That
Dope
was
is
before
high.
you touched
Never-
a lot of kids.
They had cool T-shirts.
Never was into them.
yikes!
What'd you say?
36, Orgy, Candy Ass.
Well, those are good.
The first Cold Chambers, 35. And now, 34, Drowning Pool, Sinner.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That was a badass album, man.
They're on their 5th singer too, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The first Soulfly's at 32. Seven Dust is at 31.
Taproot. Remember
One of
them?
my favorites.
I remember that.
Yeah, they're 45.
Taproot. Back off, I take you.
27. Static X, Wisconsin Death Trip.
I'm gonna go see them with Guar.
Are you?
Yeah.
They're opening for Gore?
Yeah. No, Guar's opening up for them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Gonna see them in Albuquerque because they're not coming here.
26.
Shank.
Deftones, Adrenaline.
Ooh, Kitty.
Still holds up.
34. Limp Bizkit.
Kitty.
Chocolate Starfish. The hot dog flavor water.
Yeah.
That's a good album, man.
$3 bill is my favorite by them.
23.
It's a good one,
Mudvayne. LD50. I've been jamming that all week.
Yeah. Lost and Found's good too. I still have that
Great
CD.
album.
22 is Limp Bizkit. $3 bill, yeah.
Ooh, Seven
Let's
Dust.
jump on down here.
Seven Dust. Self-entitled.
I already said that.
It's a good
Oh,
one.
they're self-titled. Their
Are
debut.
you listening to what I'm saying?
Self-entitled. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going through these too.
19. Kid Rock. Devil Without a Cause.
That's your album.
Would you put Sepultura as new metal?
No, they're more like
yeah,
thrash. I thought, or
I would say thrash metal, like
Yeah, they're not new metal.
not
So
new metal, but
18, you're out. 17, Deftones Around the Fur.
they probably do it just
Still
because
awesome.
Soulfly kind of took and some of the Sepultura that was late. Sepultura had a kind of a new metal sound sometimes when
But Roots?
like Post
not
Max.
Roots,
Not
no.
Roots.
Mm-mm.
15, Corn Issues. 14, Limp Bizkit Significant Other. 13, Slipknot Volume 3, which is my favorite Slipknot record.
Adrenaline. That's such a good.
11,
What is it?
Evanescence.
Fallen.
All right, here's the top 10.
Wow.
And I just want grunts or yays.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 10, Disturb the Sickness.
Eh.
Corn, Follow the Leader.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
8, System of a Down, System of a Down.
Yep.
7, Slipknot, Slipknot.
Yep.
6, Linkin Park, Meteora.
Eh.
Number 5, Deftones, White Pony.
Yep.
Number 4, Slipknot, Iowa.
Yep.
Number 3, Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory.
Meh.
Number 2, System of a Down, Toxicity.
Yep.
And the number 1,
Number 1.
most new metal of all new metal albums, which is probably the godfather of new metal, Korn.
I thought that would be number
Yes.
1. Yes.
That's a cool list. There's a lot of cool bands on here, man. And I forgot, like Spine Shank.
My youngest
Did you
brother's
really
really
listen
into
to 'em?
them.
Not like I got the free CD because I was working at the radio station. but I
Concrete-
didn't like go to any of their shows. or
Everything's
nothing.
going
The
backwards.
Concrete Corner?
Yeah.
The free Concrete Corner
Follow
tape?
the Leader was a great album too, man. This is the Kick Out Disturbed,
Yeah.
but you can't
Kick
I
out
guess.
Sepultura. They
Yeah,
don't
because
count.
they don't belong in
Yeah,
there.
they don't belong in there.
Static X ain't new metal. That's industrial metal.
Just
Yeah.
kick Evanescence out of
But
music
they're kind of lumped into the whole new metal
completely.
lineups on tours. And
Incubus,
big
yeah, Make
fests.
Yourself. That was a great album.
New metal?
Yeah,
What?
You think that's new metal?
Incubus, Make Yourself. Yeah,
I think
oh,
it's
yeah,
like
that's new metal.
poppy fun stuff.
Yeah, they're more like alternative rock
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that didn't seem like
with
metal
a
to
with
me.
a bit of rap rock because they were very heavily influenced by the
How was
Chili
Around
Peppers
the
their early
Fur
days.
at 17? Seems like that should
Around
be
the Fur should
right
be like
close up there.
4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
should be definitely in the top 5.
Well, White Pony is there, so White Pony was 3.
Yeah, White Pony wasn't as good of an album as Around the Fur.
Did you ever hear Black Pony or Black
What's that,
Horse?
Diamonds.
What's that, a
The
remix
Black
of the
Diamonds.
songs?
Didn't they have a Black Diamonds album?
It's a remix, unreleased stuff, and a re-imaging of White Pony.
You're thinking of
It's
Diamond
pretty
Eyes.
cool.
Diamond Eyes, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Is that where they made the video footage of him doing pink magnets with the I almost said
think so.
magas when he was skating on the lunch tables
I think it might
and
be.
they
I
did
have
the
to
rap
remember. I
there
have to
because
see it.
the White Pony didn't have the rap on it. It was something that came later like that it could have been tied into that video
Before I get my balls beat in
Yeah.
by
by
Deftone
people,
fans.
Deftone fans.
You're such an idiot, dude.
Dude, it's not called Black Pony. It's
What's
called,
wrong with you?
It's called Suck My Dick at Itis.
Hey, yo.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. I'm still a little
where's
bitter
that?
because
I
they got
haven't heard that
Sergio
album.
wrong.
I haven't heard that.
They really did.
I haven't heard that album.
That's why you're not a fan of.
No, I'll still support their music. It's just that's I'm still bitter about that.
You better watch it, man.
Sergio's departure.
You don't want to be saying that kind of stuff around Chino.
Yeah.
You on a first name basis with him?
Yeah, man.
Dude, you haven't worked at a radio station in like 20 years. Give me a
But
break.
we've seen him live a whole lot
He's
lately.
like, there's those weird dudes again. Every time we
I
come
mean, I
to
feel like
Dallas.
he'd dap you guys up if y'all saw him.
Unless you saw him at
hey, the drummer did, and Marlon like,
See?
get out of here, kid.
I would have been yelled at. It's Black Stallion.
Abe Cunningham.
Yeah, Abe Cunningham walked right up to us. Was like, "What's up, guys?" And
And they were
Marlon
like-
was like, "Psh, "Beat it." And I looked at him too, like I was Marlon's back or something. I was like, "Get out of here, man." This was at was it Blues, the
House of
House of Blues. Marlon's like, "Who the fuck was that?" I was like, "I don't know, just a cool dude that was in a band called Deftones and plays
Yeah.
drums and was hanging out with your buddy." Like, and the dude from Mastodon about 10 minutes earlier. Marlon wasn't having it.
He's like, I fucking hate
Get
the
him outta here.
Deftones. They're dumb.
Then when Lombardo started hanging out in that area, I was like, dude, if he tells Lombardo to get lost, that's next level.
All right, guys, I haven't had much sleep, so I want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I'm kind of done with this.
You don't want to talk about Dave Lombardo?
Let's exit.
No, he's kind of an idiot. I would have told him to fuck off. Get the
Spare.
fuck out of here.
Well, here comes the Slayer fans now. Gonna come after
Gonna
us.
slay us.
Did you see the Black Sabbath lineup for their final
Yeah.
show?
I did.
Did you see how much tickets are?
No.
Neither did I, but people are freaking out online. That's all I've seen. That they're way too much.
Watch Ozzy
Man, I'm
dies
getting
before
worried.
it even
I'm
happens.
getting worried about that. Because
He
man,
can't
that
walk.
thing it keeps getting worse. Like I'm worried that he's not going to make it to the show.
How do you feel about his wife doing all the promo stuff with all the rest of the bands and not him?
Well, I mean, how long has she been doing his touring and business affairs?
How would you like Shelly showing up and doing all your promo work and being in all the advertisements and promos
Oh, that's
instead
what
of
you mean. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like the business side of
Like
things.
Black Sabbath isn't even represented. Like they showed her holding up a Aussie hockey jersey with I forgot who it was.
Tony Iommi.
Was it Tony Iommi?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you can have robot Ozzy Osbourne stand in there. Or
Hologram?
Hologram, yeah.
You can AI Ozzy Osbourne now. There's enough photos of him.
Yeah, you could put him
Yeah.
through the mains if you wanted to. Just chat GPT it, probably.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Dante. How far are you into AI world?
So, I'm doing some. This is gonna sound weird.
Uh-oh.
I'm doing some self therapy.
Oh, AI?
Yeah,
Oh.
You're having it tell you what to do.
kinda.
Have you played with any of the art?
A little bit. So when James Earl Jones died, I did a little bit of like make Darth Vader with wings kind of thing and stuff like that. But I got into it. Like the what is it? Sora? Is it the one that makes video? Is it
Yeah.
Sora? I'm
From
not
Kingdom Hearts?
Which one?
From Kingdom Hearts?
No, I think
Sorry, that's a deep joke.
it's a deep cut. Yeah, I got you, man. No, I haven't really had a chance to play with any of the video stuff, but like
The
the
video stuff, I haven't paid for any of the video stuff,
mm,
but I'm playing with a lot of the imaging stuff. And now that they have the different modules attacking different part of the images as you make them, like, that's really weird. Like, a bunch of these sites, the guys that are developing all this stuff are like, so you go to this main site and you tell it, use this module on the eyes, use this module on the body, use this module on the hands, use this module on the hair, use this module. And the stuff people are putting out is absolutely insane.
it's really scary how far it's come in like such a short amount of time
Yeah.
too. That's
I
the
know.
scary
That's the
part.
scariest part
In
of
what,
the whole
3
thing, yeah.
years?
Yeah, like
And
two.
this last 6 months, it's like, oh my gosh, this thing's getting scary now. Like,
We may
starting to
have
see-
to do a real or fake
segment.
where I put pictures up of course it's all porn because that's where all the anytime there's a big change in the industry
It
and
starts
things,
there.
that's where it
Yeah.
starts.
As far as
Where
media
everything looks
goes,
super
yeah.
advanced. But it's like, what?
That's how VHS
There's some
won the
landscape stuff that people have put
tape
out
wars.
there, and they've been like, this pink mountain range is a fantastic place to go to in Arizona, and everybody's like, and there's like, that place does not exist. Where did this come from? And it looks great, looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
I used it for my Rockstar home on some of my online advertisement.
Yeah,
I had it produce what it thought my I can't remember what engine it was, but it was. I asked it. I think it might have just been Canva, and I was like, create what my Rockstar home would be, or something like that, and it wasn't correct.
Hold on just a second. Let me pull this up because I can pull it up on
The specs and everything were correct, but as far as where it was, I feel like AI should know that I want to stay on some land. Like I need some land heavy areas, not something that's like butts right up. Not that. That was not what it produced. I appreciate what your AI is showing me right now. Yes, it's getting insane.
That's not real.
That's not real.
Yeah, it's insane.
And the shadowing is what blows me
Yeah,
away.
that's what I was
with
saying.
The sunlight, evening sunlight.
Yeah, the lighting is what I would have thought would made it real.
Like, and they have modules. They're like, this module is just on the lighting. This module is just on that. Go to now. There is some stuff. No, this is terrible. I mean, you don't need that.
I mean,
it's like an anatomy book. What the heck, man? This is educational purposes? This is anatomy,
educational purposes,
human biology.
Like
right,
okay, look here. Like this is normal.
Yeah.
But you're just like, what?
That's crazy.
Huh. It just, and I thought, people were still just going to like one engine and doing one thing, like typing in the prompt and being really detailed with the prompt and blah, 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 and then spit it out. And then I started delving into it and I was like, oh no, people are going to a site, grabbing the different modules, telling which modules it wants to plug in and what they want it to work on to create this final image. And then they up-res it so that way it looks even better. It's like, holy crap. It's insane. And you can now do it all on your laptop because everything's got a lot resource heavy. It's not as resource heavy as it used to be.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Go to unstable_diffusion on Reddit. That's the subreddit to go to. You're going to find a lot of naughty things, but that's where people are putting
if I have to,
photos and video of stuff they're making. And like, there was one the other day of this guy put up of this like tree demon with a cow skull and horns and everything, and it's all just timbers and leaves. And like the video was him walking through the woods like on a regular walk, and it looked creepy, looked realistic enough, but a little bit video gamey, but still. And he's hearing these sounds, and he looks up, and there's this beast made out of tree limbs and everything. Yeah. And it was fucking awesome. And I was like, that looks amazing and scary. I mean, it was enough to be like, holy shit.
That's wild.
It's cool.
Yeah, I heard this guy talk about how AI, someone asked the question, are we as humans programming AI, or is AI something that has always existed, right? And it was one of those things where you think about it, and it's kind of like electricity.
I saw this.
Yeah, it's like electricity, right? Like we've always had electricity, but we just never tapped into it. And now that we're tapping into the AI, we're starting to reach its, I don't even know if it's its potential, right? But it's definitely, we're unlocking things in it, and it's crazy.
It feels like a step in evolution for sure. Like we've made a step in the last, and we're going to continue for a little. Like things are going to get interesting for the next few years, I think. The only thing is, you're going to have to be on your guard too, like on stuff, because the smarter it gets on our habits and the way we function, human beings, the more deceiving the AI can be to us and used against us. It's like at some point, like it's scary that the richest people, every single rich person on this planet right now is trying to get the fuck off of it. That's so scary.
Yeah, that's
it's
scary.
like the end game of AI is going to be like, but then you start then it gets into another conversation when you start thinking like that or what if this is kind of the future, like this AI discovery and stuff is also the way the future communicates and finds out what's going on with us and tries to help navigate what's going on 50 years from now or something like that. Like, and then there's also, what is it? The Matrix, not Matrix, but the simulation theory is getting big. And it's basically all these people are opening their thoughts to what if we're not the alpha apex predator type thing, or not predator. That sounds very against the law.
That
But
sounds very against the law,
apex,
sir. What are you talking
I'm saying
about?
like that we're not at the top of the food chain is what I think a lot of scientists are all of a sudden figuring out, especially with the advancements in space and cool stuff like that in the ocean. Some of the things they're discovering about the ocean that scientists are going, there could be something that created us or is our like we're their little bitch, type thing. And I think it's going to be, like I said, a very interesting ride.
Well, when you think about like space time as a whole, right? Like, we have like, generations when we're, living. There could be beings out there who are just watching Earth go
like
on from beginning.
the anthill.
Yeah, just go from beginning to end. And it's like it takes them all of 45 seconds or something, right? But it's for us billions of years. It's just wild to think about it.
Yeah.
And, who knows that they're not just sending little nuggets of information to us to help us.
Or there might
evolve.
be competition for winning us over. Like, there might be multiple, like, beings from different locations in a different, I don't know, not just universe, but like dimension that are trying to communicate. Like, just the thought of that is so wild that science is starting to look towards that stuff. Like, that's unheard of. And so it's almost like they're not admitting to the presence of God, but they're admitting to not being the end all be all, and that's a scary thing for scientists. And it also booms science, makes it expand. So,
well, the thing that's weird too about like science fiction, it's starting to become no longer fiction.
Yeah,
right.
But if you
everything
we've read about
as kids is becoming true,
because that's human vision. Is what it is. That's why it's human vision, and that's how ideas and creativity and things happen is human vision. And that's exactly like when we saw that. When I bet you there was a lot of wise people around George Lucas and stuff that said, this is probably going to happen someday. Some of this stuff. It's like that's the beginning. That's the spark
Where's
of
my
innovation.
X-wing? Where's my B-wing?
That'd be so awesome. Well, the droids.
Where's my YT-1300?
We're about to have droids, and if you want a personal assistant droid, I mean, Elon's got some company doing that right now.
How the fuck do you pronounce his youngest kid's name? Can anyone tell me that?
It's X, isn't it?
X.
Is that what he goes by?
The one that was in the White House?
Yeah, because it's like X, like that.
When I find this,
got that AE,
from Anima.
Sorry, we got all deep when you're trying to bounce out, Dustin.
No, that's fine. It's cool. As we're joking about X-Wings, Y-Wings, it reminded me of the end of Skeleton Crew. When the B-Wings fly in.
I guess I'll start it,
that was
y'all.
nice.
And you finally get to see them
like in their glory
do what they are supposed to do.
Yeah,
I was
like
fuck yeah.
Damn time.
Oh, yeah. Drop bombs in space. Just kidding.
No, you've watched it, right?
I've only watched the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
I was making the joke about the B-Wings that were dropping the bombs
Those
in
weren't
space.
B-Wings.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They resemble B-Wings, but they weren't.
Those weren't B-Wings. But yeah,
that was a joke I was
when
making.
they flew in, and I was like, finally, they're just not something flying around the Death Star getting shot out of the sky because they're so big. When they're using their cannon, it's like, fuck yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
dude, I flew one of those in Squadrons. Yeah,
Squadrons is great, and I don't remember Squadrons doing what they did, where all the guns trapezoid together and create one beam.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think that was a feature in that.
Anyway, all right, so it's been fun. You got anything you want to throw out there? No more.
Absolutely, but so I if you know me, if you've watched any of my things before, I was formerly with
I've never watched your
Old
thing.
Guys in the Garage.
Yeah, we used to be Old Guys in the Garage. We kind of closed the doors. We're a little bit, I would say, on hiatus. We haven't hung it up, but I have kind of splintered off and done my own thing. I currently will play other games on Twitch. I'm about to get into content creation, like writing little skits and crap, and trying my hand at a little comedy.
Awesome.
But
I know someone that wants to write some.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're always.
Okay. Well,
I'm always
let's
looking
chop
to
it
do
up,
some
man.
stuff.
But you guys, you can. I don't know if that's going to come through or not.
Hang on, let me switch to your camera here.
Man, I don't know where my phone. I think I left my phone in my car.
There we go. Yeah, you
Yeah, hold that up
Scan the
there. If
QR
everybody's
G.
watching on YouTube, send that over to me and I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah. Just give me a follow. It's gonna take you to my YouTube, Twitch, and my Instagram.
Yep.
Oh, so that's how you do that.
And
That's
it's
how you
got
get people to follow
Mark
you.
Boland's
You show that
band
stuff
in
Well,
the
you gotta be
center.
nice to people too.
Oh,
Yeah, you
T-Rex.
You can't like call people dicks in public and tell them to fuck off. I mean, you gotta.
I mean, this is 2025. This is the new. This is the new JJTM. We're being peaceful now. We're being cool.
Are we?
We're being. I am. Except
We're just waiting
to
around, waiting
felt.
for abduction. Like,
Yeah. Waiting for an asteroid to hit us.
or to get deported.
Yeah.
That could happen at any moment.
Time to start playing the arcade game. They may need a defense force.
I'm gonna just start digging in the ground out at my family's place. Just start digging down.
Dig Dug.
Just keep going.
It's a great song.
There's another arcade game reference.
Dig
Would
it
you
all out.
would you have to play Mudvayne?
As I'm digging.
Yeah,
You know, have you ever watched the lyrics on that song?
I love them.
That is
Dig.
Let
a
me
really
help you
violent
put the
song.
noose around your neck. Let me help you hold that Glock to your head.
Hey.
Yeah.
That part I knew.
I love that.
But the very end of it, I was like, God dang. Where he's.
Oh yeah. That whole album's really awesome. Holds up too.
Yeah, no, I've been listening to it this week.
Yeah.
Because I think Spectacle should be Mudvayne.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Halloween.
That'd be really cool.
That's a lot of work for me.
Dude, Mariah Martinez is a fucking beast on
Yeah,
bass.
he's insane.
He does a lot of tapping, man.
Yep. All right, we're out of here. Peace out. Good night.
Yep.
Bye.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Red
So
Pence.
long.